Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing alright. Hope everyone is relaxing, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Shooting some b-ball this Saturday. Currently I have no one with me, but we'll see if anyone is available to show up. If not, I have a few ideas. We can redo, or not redo, we can finish Cluster Truck, do the final level there, which I could not finish. In the previous stream I did it, and if I do finish it, which I hope I do in 3 hours, we can do some Cult of the Lamb, which has some Twitch integration built in, so that'd be another thing to do. As far as I know though, no other game I have has Twitch integration. So that would kind of be the thing we do for the rest of the stream, which isn't too bad. Cult of the Lamb, while kind of already a little outdated, it was kind of like last month, or the month, like the thing of like 2 months ago. It's still around. And, hi Ken.
Hi.
How are you?
I am okay.
You are just okay?
Yeah, just okay.
Okay. I feel pretty similar.
Just okay.
Just kind of okay. Just being here and being here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you got to try Roadtrip yet?
I haven't purchased it yet. How am I supposed to have tried it?
If you haven't purchased it, yes, I can agree.
It requires putting money into the game in order to play it, sir.
Yes.
But oddly enough, there is a demo for it, so.
Yeah, the demo is, I mean, it gives you a decent idea of what's different. But I will say games are a lot longer. Instead of them having a set time that they will end, they go until one of your stats, I think it's 25.
Mm-hmm.
So that can take a while, because almost every event you'll lose and gain a stat.
Mm-hmm.
So without even knowing, you could be losing the stat that you wanted to go for, and then you gain a different one. So on top of that though, they do allow you to suspend your plays, which is something new. So if
they're as long as you say they are, it would be good that they allow you to do save states.
Yes, so you can just quit out of the game in the middle of a game and then come back to it later. So it's pretty good. I will say it's a little hard to recommend because the gallery right now, for whatever reason, is locked. They said that they're gonna unlock it in the coming weeks, which I don't know why exactly, but
because fuck you, that's why.
I guess. But it's, you know, so the only real sense of that you're doing anything is the ending, where you see all your stats, like how many more locations or how many more events. You can't look at the gallery and see all the stuff that you've collected, which kind of sucks, but I will say that the dialogue is pretty good. I mean,
Okay.
definitely on the same stance as the others, maybe even a little better.
Is there more dialogue?
I don't know if there's more dialogue than Camp. Camp had a lot.
Well, what I
And
mean, what about voice lines?
voice lines, there's more.
Okay.
There's more voice lines, definitely. There's tons of characters. Not only is there all the characters from Prom and Camp, there's more characters that they've introduced in this one. Your character, your playable character, talks sometimes. Like, actual text written out for your playable character to say. So that's new. But overall, mechanics-wise, is very different and kind of more complicated. It's
Well, they had to do something in order to keep the formula fresh.
true. It's like it takes like a playthrough or two to really understand.
Well, the same could be
So-
said for Monster Prom and Monster Camp.
I guess
It's
so.
not something you can just pick up immediately.
Yeah.
You have to experience it.
Yeah, but like going from like Prom to Camp, you can pretty much understand. But Road Trip, even for me who's played those games tons of times, it still took a little bit to figure out how everything works. But I still say it's good especially for the price. Like $10 is really cheap. And Monster Prom right now is like $3. So, yeah. It kind of sucks that there's day one DLC, but of course it's just like extra playable characters, so it isn't required.
I mean, day one DLC versus later DLC really doesn't matter that much.
I guess, but it's like if I guess the whole stipulation is if it's like day one DLC, why not just add it to the game, not make us pay for it? But I don't mind because they're a great bunch of people that deserve the money. In all honesty, so definitely get it. The only thing is the gallery just isn't available right now, but it will be available in the coming weeks, they say. So that's all though. If we don't have anyone else, are you able to get it and play it?
I am able to get it and play it.
Okay, how many more minutes do you say?
I don't know. This is your stream.
We'll wait like 5 more minutes. In the meantime, tell me about your day.
I woke up. I had breakfast. I spent 5 hours playing Metroid Prime.
Ooh.
I've never played the Metroid Prime trilogy.
Mm.
And somebody has finally built a version of Dolphin that can support the Metroid Prime trilogy ROM, because previous versions of Dolphin would crash trying to play it for some reason. It would just, no matter what you did, it would never work.
Mm. So you're playing the Wii versions?
Yes.
Okay.
So I've, over the past few days, been playing Metroid Prime 1
Nice.
with mouse and keyboard.
Nice. Does it work with mouse and keyboard? Like,
Yeah,
like
it
work as
work-
in like mechanically?
Mechanically, yes, because I mean, if you think about it, you were aiming first person with a stick, you know, and that's
Yeah.
not always accurate. I mean, it's got the lock-on system and everything, but it feels good to be able to just free aim with the mouse, you know.
Mm.
I had to rebind a couple of the keys because some of the swaps didn't feel good, but other than that, it worked out pretty nicely.
Nice.
And there's also a high-res texture pack for it.
Ah.
So now I can run it at like my native screen resolution, and it doesn't look like it's a blurry mess.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of nice.
Nice. I know we had the original Metroid Prime for GameCube when I was a kid, but I remember being really bad at it. I don't know, I was not great at many games when I was younger, but
You're great with games now.
better.
Sorry.
No, that's fair. Better, but not as, much as others may want. But yeah, those are the great games. I'm surprised that they just didn't work on Dolphin.
Well, it's specifically the Metroid Prime trilogy ROM.
Right.
I haven't tried to play the original ROMs, but something with the trilogy specific ROM for Wii, just no matter what you did with the base Dolphin installation, it just couldn't get it to work. And I actually spent a couple days searching the internet trying to find ways to get it to work, and everybody was like, yeah, there's a problem here, there's a problem here, blah 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 blah. I was like, oh, okay. So someone actually did a modified version of Dolphin to just play the Metroid Prime trilogy, and it's called Prime Hack. So they did it just for that ROM. And for a 20-year-old game, it holds up pretty well.
For a studio that had no right making it as good a game as it was.
Mechanically, it plays well. The music is pretty good. The graphics with the high resolution pack is really nice. It's pretty tight controls. I mean, it's a classic Metroid game just in first person, and I think it works pretty well.
Yeah. That was the goal, of course, of the company, which I don't remember what their name was, but I remember the trivia behind the company. They were
What was the trivia behind the company?
They were the makers of a game called The Guy Game.
Okay.
Before they made Metroid Prime, they made this game called The Guy Game, which was just like a... I can't say FMV because it was on the 360, but it was basically just like watching an interview of different girls, and they were given different questions, and basically if they got the questions wrong, they'd have to, well, undress.
Well, meow.
And so you would, as the person playing the game, you would also have to answer the same questions. I think if you got them right, then you got to see, well, you know what. The problem was with the Guy Game was that it was pulled off shelves because one of the women was not of age.
Ooh.
So...
Good job vetting that one.
Yeah. Somehow the company did not immediately go under, and was instead totally shifted focus, and Nintendo hired them to make a Metroid game.
I wish I could have been in the room for that sales pitch. You know? So you guys did what? And what happened? And you guys want to remake Metroid for the GameCube?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Convince me.
And
Maybe
it worked
they brought
out.
some of those women to the interview.
Well, I don't know if I have enough people. There's 2, maybe 3 of us. I don't know if how many people we'd be able to get for Jackbox. We have a few people in chat, but I don't know if it's sadly enough.
I mean, if we have 4 people, that could be enough. More is always better.
Or it could kind of work. It's iffy.
Depends on if everybody in chat wants to play.
That's true. You want to play? Thank you.
Well, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. We'll see. If there's another people, I don't know. We might do something completely different. It's not like this hasn't happened before. I mean, how many times have we played Monster Prom in Camp here?
I don't know about half your streams or Monster Prom, Monster Camp.
Well,
related.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't know about half.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't know so much about them. It wouldn't be the same. Septic. No,
For Jackbox, no.
Yep.
Not everybody need. You don't need to buy Monster anything to play either. We can play over Discord or stream, but do be aware that if you play over stream, there is going to be a little bit of a longer delay. So if there's any time sensitive choices, it may not work well.
Yeah, with Jackboxes, someone needs to buy a game to create lobbies, but not everyone needs to actually pay to connect to it. As long as you have
the host needs to buy.
Yes, the host of course needs to buy the
The
horse.
Of course.
Yes, the horse is going to be the one to do it, but anyone else can just like play with their browser, anything that has a browser on it, a laptop, a phone, a tablet, maybe 3D. I like to say a 3DS, but I don't know. I've never tried one before. Maybe you can.
You should try it.
Your Wii U, your Xbox, maybe. PlayStation, anything that has a web browser. I don't know how well it would work, but maybe it could. I don't know. You just go to like jackbox.tv, put in whatever code for the room, and then you get to play. But you usually need like 5 people at minimum. 4 can work for some games, but it's not generally advised. It's like almost like Among Us where 4 can work, but 5 or more is usually better.
Yeah, with 4 it gets kind of meh.
So it's okay. I mean, Among Us, yeah.
No, don't start that shit.
We're not gonna play Among Us. We did that once, but I had to tell people like a month in advance that we were doing it just to make sure everyone would actually join.
Welcome to hosting a D&D game.
How many times have you done that?
A lot.
How many? Is there anything?
You want to finish your question, or
I don't know.
I
was like, there's got to be something with trying to host a D&D game, some sort of story.
Yeah, there's always scheduling difficulties. You have adults that have other things to do,
I guess it's just, well, not necessarily just I mean, it's just scheduling anything, man. It takes such foresight. Even if it's just like, hey, can we get together for a few hours? I guess.
Yeah, so if you think just getting together for a few hours is challenging, try scheduling a D&D game.
Which takes like a few days.
Scheduling, 3 months ahead of time to visit somebody 2 states away, 3 states away.
Okay, that's a road trip.
That is scheduling time with you and other people.
Yes.
And it is challenging.
Yes.
And it is the same thing.
Yes.
Then why did you bring it up?
Because I don't know.
What am I gonna do with you?
What is anyone gonna do with me? What am I gonna do with myself?
That's
a question for later.
You. Yes.
That's a question that's like an existential kind of question. I don't know if we'll ever get to the bottom of that answer. We will see. But if we can't get enough people, Gandris, I need your wallet.
I don't keep condoms in my wallet.
No, I don't need that.
Goes out really often if you're gonna do it that way. Also.
Yeah, because they dry out.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. I think Zig told me that too.
You're getting good life advice from all of us then.
I know. Zigma told me to not keep them in the wallet because they get gross in there, which makes sense. But no, I don't need your wallet for a sticky. I need it for something else.
Look, I'm not gonna order you a lady of the evening
Why not?
because I don't know any of their phone numbers.
What does that mean?
I don't know who to call for that sort of thing.
There's a. You got a phone book?
Who reads phone books anymore?
People? Alright, well.
Do you have a phone book, Cubert?
Not here with me.
That's what I thought.
Maybe at home. Somewhere.
You trying
I know
to
we
say
did at
old-
one point.
Are you trying to say old people of my age should have phone books at home?
Not should.
Is this what you're implying?
I'm just saying it's probably more likely.
Thank you, CC. Jesus.
Yeah.
So what do you need my wallet for?
The credit card.
And what are you gonna do with my credit card?
I was gonna get you a game, but also put it under your.
You're gonna get me a game with my own credit card.
Yeah.
What? That's not really a gift then, no, is it?
Well, then maybe you can do it.
Maybe I could.
I don't know if that's allowed, legal, maybe. How does a credit card work? Didn't I ask you that question?
How does my credit card work?
No. I think I asked you at one point, like, super adult question that I don't know, like, how credit works.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. Very boring conversations sometimes we have. Well, I guess not boring, but adult.
Adult conversations are often necessary, no matter how silly you wish to be.
Yes. Like, I knew, like, the concept of credit, but, like, the intricacies of how credit works.
And even
is, like,
I can't say I know everything because credit and credit ratings constantly change. The industry is constantly changing it to keep people on their toes so that they can't be successful at the system.
You lost me halfway through that sentence.
You know what a credit rating is?
Isn't that, like, how good or how bad you've been spending your money? It's like a karma.
Generally, yes, that's what it should be. Do you know what the general range of a rating is from lowest to highest?
It's like if your like credit rating is like 400 or 500, that means it's good, but if it's lower, then it's bad.
Generally, around 400 to 500 means you're shit. No one's going to sell you anything or give you a loan.
Whoops. Other way around then.
So generally, and I don't know the full range, but generally anywhere from 400 to 850, 900 is the credit rating, which makes no sense.
That doesn't make sense.
When you put something on your credit card, your credit rating could potentially go up. But if you pay off your credit card completely, your credit rating could go down.
Wait, lower number is good or bad?
This is what I'm saying. The credit system, the credit companies are constantly changing the rules and making it more difficult to be successful with credit ratings.
Why would they change them?
If somebody checks your credit, like if you want to buy a car or a house or something, that's a hit against your credit and negatively affects your credit.
Right.
Why should that negatively affect your credit if they're just checking?
Capitalism.
Anyway, are we gonna do something or what?
After you use your card, I suppose.
Have you? I need an ID number from you.
Oh,
Because I've had the
42069.
I'm gonna leave. Hold on a second. Where's the?
No. I didn't realize.
Because I purchased the game like 10 minutes ago,
Well, I didn't realize.
and my Steam has been saying that I'm playing the game.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Look, all right. So we're gonna change games because we don't have enough people. And this happens. Why? Don't worry. It'll be fine. Is that a zombie? What kind of zombie is that?
The one that goes hungry because it can't find any brains.
I'm right here.
Do you have brains?
Somewhere.
Are you sure about that?
Somewhere.
Because I sure ain't got none.
I mean, I have to be talking somehow.
Believe that you're
You may have lower
barbarian.
functions working, but
What does that
higher
mean?
higher end functions like big think time and big adult time maybe.
You don't need a brain to talk?
I didn't say you didn't.
No,
You needed a
it's
break.
easy.
You,
What does that mean?
you talked to her about that, not me.
Oh well. Sometimes I can't tell.
Come on, host a game, Jerky.
Hold on. It's a little. It's iffy. It's not perfect, and you know what? I'm not perfect either.
Son, I am disappointed.
I mean, that's yeah.
I mean, you're the professional streamer here, not
What
me.
do I give you?
I mean, sometimes even. Sometimes not everything goes right. Ah,
Yeah, show us your porn folder.
this is just my programs folder.
Quote unquote programs. Just like that homework folder people have.
I don't have a homework folder.
What do you name your folder then?
None of your beeswax. How about that?
That's a long folder name.
Well, it throws people off the scent.
I'm not trying to smell your porn folder.
That's not what I mean. And it smells fine, thank you. I give it plenty of deodorant.
That remains to be smelt.
I mean, it smelt.
Smelt.
Did you delt it?
I didn't delt it. I haven't smelt it either, so...
Because this is a multiplayer dating game, kind of. Actually, this one isn't even the dating one. The other two are.
I don't know what I'm getting into.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I'm getting into.
I told you.
How do game?
How do game?
How do game?
You click on things.
Where's your face?
Where's my face?
Yes, can't click if no face.
You. How to join? This is not Jackbox. Sorry.
Monster game requires purchase. Jackbox does not require purchase.
Yeah.
We don't have enough people for
But
Jack.
everyone can see it.
If you want to play, you have to buy it. It's $10. This is something very different from Jackbox. I apologize. But we will have fun anyways because this is. You leaving? Oh, okay. Well, have a good night then. So this is very different than Monster Prom and Monster Camp, but it's still pretty good, I believe. There's a few different things. Obviously, starting off with a trip style. So you can play with your friends without anyone ending up with a failure or an MVP ending, meaning there is some dating in this game, but it takes a little bit of time. So you can do this to where you can never fail a date if you want to. And then this is just like a normal mode, I suppose. And then this is like individual, like a PvP almost. So you get prank dollars, and you have to do certain quote-unquote pranks. And then the person that ends the road trip with the most prank dollars is like the winner.
We can do that in
everyone
real
else
life,
is
CC. You know, we could both date Q.
losing.
Make it awkward.
It'd be a little awkward considering you already
That'd
have
be
a girlfriend.
great. Let's do that.
It'd be
Let's make
very
it feel
awkward.
Super uncomfortable.
Can you murder someone to ensure they don't get the girl, like in real PvP? Oh, thank you, woman. Not murder, but you can
Murder.
you can bet more prank dollars. That way, you get to talk to the dateable person, and the other person doesn't get to. But we'll get to that later. I think. Should we just do a normal one?
Yeah, let's just keep it simple for the first playthrough.
Okay.
Well, I know you've played through it once already. But I have not.
There's more people here. That's okay. What do you want to do? Easy, normal, hard.
Normal, middle of the road.
Okay.
Okay, time for me to go to bed.
It's time for you to
I'm
go
old.
to bed? Already? It's only 8 o'clock. 8:30.
Yes, I'm old. I go to bed early.
Oh, well.
Bye.
Okay, but... Alright, well...
Come on, horse boy, let's go.
Hold on. Right, the road, that mythical beast of asphalt. Once tamed it
CC, what do you
in
consider
what
a good
became one of
date?
the strangest, most wonderful journeys of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Summer was coming to an end when Polly and Scott planned a road trip. The whole thing was bound to go off rails. This is the Prank Masters, after all. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. And Polygeist 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Each of them were by themselves an agents of chaos, but together they were the perfect combo for hijinks to ensue. Who in the right mind would have agreed to join them on such a trip?
Me.
Me as well.
I wanna. Should I pick Juan?
I don't know. Do you have one?
I have Juan. Oh my God, Juan is fucking.
He's ripped.
buff. Even Val was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, Juan is
What?
kind of grown up.
He just decided to finally make something that made him like Hugh Jackman or something. What is this here?
Yeah, he's.
I don't know. He's not Juan, the small magical Latino cat anymore.
No,
He has
he's.
the same head though. It's just like what?
Yeah, so in the previous games, in the first game, Juan didn't even get a portrait or anything. In the second one, he was like a small little cat, and this one, he's super fucking buff.
CC, what do you consider a good date? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that from Monster Camp?
Which one?
The one you're on now.
Oh, no, this is a new one.
that?
Same with this one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is that?
He's a sausage.
He's a sausage? I don't think that's a sausage.
Are you sure?
That is not any kind of sausage I've ever eaten.
The description of the DLC says he's a
got horns
sausage.
and a
The
tail.
description of the DLC says he's a sausage.
Yeah.
With a devil tail
and horns.
and horns. That reminds me of like the Brood Witch from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but that's a whole other...
They're not a
Say
fan.
The other thing was
The
thing-
moth?
The moth?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's a moth.
That's a moth.
Yeah, that's a moth.
What? What is wrong with it?
What? It's no, they're
What are
cute.
those
They're Hazel.
legs?
Hazel is their name. They're very, very cute.
What's his name?
She, I think, or they,
She- they?
Hazel.
Hazel.
They're very cute.
Hazel.
Yeah.
Hazel.
Okay.
Bells. Do I need to bring back Juan?
I don't know if Juan's gonna make things better.
Nah.
Nothing is going to make things better. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, this is Juan.
We're just
This
talking
is
about which character
Glitch.
to select for Monster
You
Road
have,
Trip.
you have Zoe as well, who came back,
You
and
know
then
it's not going
Hazel.
to be like good, no matter what you do.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
just- you choose your flavor of badness.
Flavor of badness.
I don't know. Blue's got a pretty good outfit. They've smoothed her out.
Vicky, yeah. And then we have Brian, who looks the exact same as he did back on
Yeah.
prom. Amira, and then Oz. So you still have the main four, but then you have all these. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be one?
You know, just I've always liked Juan, so I think I'll be Juan.
Okay.
No longer small magical
I'll be-
Latino cat.
He
With
is
Brian.
now Juan, the large magical Latino cat.
Clearly already has a date. Oh yeah,
Dude, Oz is my boy, man. He was my first, and he is the best.
Oz is pretty good. He has
Oz is-
his little guys on his shoulders.
Vicky is the bomb too.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
there's-
Val always
Juan.
plays Vicky.
Alright, so we get to choose our music as well.
So I want desert vibes, tropical rave.
surf rock, I'm pretty sure, is like prom music.
I'll take the tropical rave.
All right. Was Road Trip a dangerous idea? Yes. Yes, it was. For a reason, you're in control. Was it poorly planned? Yes. Did we do it anyway? Fuck yes. For in the end, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Yay!
Yay! So, this is a collaborative effort. We have 10 of each stat. If any
Okay.
stat goes to 0, we lose immediately.
If any stat goes to 0, we lose immediately. Okay.
Yep. We can go to different places, and some of them will tell us what we can get. Some of them will say that we will gain a certain stat, like here we have 3 options that we can choose from. One of them we know that we know we'll gain stamina. The other 2 we don't know what we'll gain or what we'll lose. And then this one's the exact same. Well, that's not a very good example, but just just a good thing to do. So it doesn't matter technically which one we choose, because the winding paths are always changing and always different. But it can tell you which stat you may gain or lose, and other times you won't know until the option presents itself to you. So, animal sanctuary or picnic spot. Picnic spot sounds like a nice place. We have a little dialogue from Polly and Scott as well as we drive our car.
Whoa.
Whoa. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the ants are eagerly anticipating eating your scraps. What a perfect day for a picnic. You've got your picnic basket and your checkered blanket. All that remains is deciding what to do now that you're here. We have different signs here. This sign means that we won't know what one will gain or lose. Because we already know we're going to gain stamina, that means we don't know what one we're going to lose. And then this one presents us with 3 different options. One option will make any amount of stats go up and down a little. The next option will go medium amount. Any stats up or down, it's pretty much totally random. Or the last one will make them go and move around a lot. So if you have stats to mess around with, that could be a game changer. And then also on the right here, we can see different things. I don't know if it shows on.
No, it
your
doesn't show on
screen.
my screen. I have to
Okay.
look at it on the stream.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you should, because it's kind of spoilers on like what to
Oh, okay.
what to
Well,
expect.
then I won't look.
Okay, but here's 3 of the places that I've been to already, but I have not been to the one where we have 25 magic, 25 mind, or 25 stamina. And depending, Kendra sounds familiar. You've probably talked to him before. I've had Kendra as a friend for like 2 years.
Who is Ham?
Ham is Kara, but I don't know if I actually don't know if you two have talked. But he's been on tons of my
Ham.
streams before. They go by Ham or Kara, one of the 2.
I like Ham.
You like Ham? Okay.
Ponyo want Ham.
Right. Anyways, I say we just have a nice picnic. You've got the picnic basket of food, you've got the nice day, and you've got the friends to enjoy it with. Just need to decide where to spread your checkered blanket. Don't worry, guys. I know how to find the perfect picnic spot. We learned all about this in Monster Scouts. First step is to make sure your spot has nobody else's pee on it, because it's rude to picnic on a spot someone else has already claimed. Perfect picnic is also best enjoyed with 3 to 6 friends. Good thing we're somewhere in that number. Let's look for a place on a high hill with good air. I'll lick my finger to test the wind while we walk. I've seen people do it in movies. Whatever you say, bud. I'll just follow you around until you find a place we can sit. You indulge Scott in his
Yes,
picnic
queen.
spot, hunting antics. You finally find. Yeah, if you loved Polly and Scott, this is the game for you. You indulge Scott in his picnic spot, hunting antics. He finally finds a patch of grass deemed suitable, and you dig into sandwiches and potato salad. Rah! Oh no, I forgot the most important step of finding a picnic spot: bear-proofing the surrounding area.
Why does the bear have a ski mask and a gun? Why is the bear trying to rob us?
Whoa, is that a bear with a gun? That's my second favorite excuse for how I died. This bear isn't just stealing the picnic, it's robbing the picnic. This is a stick-up. Have the picnic, Mr. Bear. We don't want any trouble. Grrr. Bear doesn't seem sold on those terms. He gestures the gun at Polly's bottle of honey mead. What? Do you want to steal my booze, too? No way, Winnie the party pooper. Over Brian's dead body. You're not willing to die for me. Intercede and save the day before this bear lights you all up. The bear's behavior is probably due to nurture, not nature. Try to learn what circumstances brought it to life of crime and help from a place of empathy. Get this bear the only thing bears covet more than a delicious picnic, a taxi license. Just imagine it, a
What?
bear driving a taxi, priceless.
I don't want an angry bear with a gun and a ski mask driving a taxi. That's like
I kind of do.
sounds like a bad time.
This sounds like a great time. So unlike camp and prom, these aren't stat checks. These will simply give you or take away stats. So it doesn't matter if you choose like the higher one of the two.
Okay, well you pick your poison then, bruh.
We'll go with the taxi one because I will see what happens. So we lose money for ordering a taxi license, which is fair. There's a third option missing here. What? Disarm the bear, maybe? These are the only options. You order a taxi license for -2 money. You offered it to the bear, and he runs off with it. Hooray! You gained +2 hype for surviving that encounter so smoothly. Glad that worked out, but I have this weird feeling that our actions are gonna have consequences. Psh, what are you talking about? That never happens to us. Oh. Later, 2 hikers are sprinting through the woods in a desperate escape. A frenzied drumbeat accompanies their panting. Told you these woods are dangerous, Gus. We never should have come here. I know, but this? Even you must admit this is abnormal. There's no abnormal in the unforgiving wilderness. Nature is a cruel mistress that'll push you to your limits. Yeah, sure, nature's a bitch. That doesn't explain why that bear's driving a fucking taxi.
Oh my god.
You've seen man versus nature. You've seen man versus bear. You may have even seen man versus several bears, but in this summer blockbuster hit, you finally see man versus bear in a taxi. Taxi Bear, the fair is your face. Coming soon to a theater near you. What? Is this not entertaining?
Bear
Are you not
Grylls
entertained?
when you got all other campers in the grill of your taxi?
You know. All right. Well, Juan, where should we go?
Let's see. Do we want to go to the cheap motel or do we want to go to the troll gas station? will gain...
I guess we should decide what stat we want to go for. That way we can work towards it. What do you think? Hype, magic,
I don't
mind,
know
money,
enough about
soul,
the
or
stats
stamina.
to really
It doesn't
select one.
matter. You can gain and lose them all equally. It's more like which ending do you want to get? Because depending on the stat you get 25 on, your ending changes.
Oh, is this a monument to the mer people? Oh, that is funny.
Is it?
On the right side. Look, it's Miri.
Oh, yeah. Aww.
I don't know why Miri and the mer people are building a monument to their royal family out in the middle of the desert.
Don't worry about it. I mean, think about who you're talking about. They do anything they want to.
Well, that is true. But you pick a stat. This is my first playthrough.
Okay.
So if you're trying to shoot for something, then
I don't think I've gotten the magic one. Magic meaning the little gas icon, or the one with the little gas canister.
Gas canister? Okay,
yep.
So we're gonna go to the gas station.
Okay. Are trolls mean? Only on the internet, Scott. You're up.
The gas station looks like it was lifted straight out of a children's storybook. A children's storybook where the fantasy heroes drive cars, I guess, but, you know, nonetheless. Despite all the weird and whimsical elements, it looks like the gas station still has all the normal functions. What do you do? Well, hype is the gas can, right?
That's magic. So you can hover over the little thing in the top right to see all the different
So
icons.
we have money, mind, and magic. And you said you were shooting for hype?
Shooting for magic.
Oh, we're shooting for magic.
No. So the top one will give us magic, but it'll take away another stat that we don't know. The middle one will give us mind, but it'll take away a stat that we don't know.
Okay.
The bottom one will actually make us lose money, but we will gain a stat that we don't know.
The little postcard with Scott and Polly is cute.
It is. Every different place has postcards like that.
Okay, so we want plus magic.
Yes, which means the top
so
one.
we are going to fill up the tank.
Yes.
You park under the ancient Fantasyland bridge. Oh, of course, it's a tech.
It's a troll.
Of course. You park under the ancient Fantasyland bridge, overtop this gas station, and go inside to pay. Hi, I mean, Welcome, ye weary travelers, to the mystical petrol gas passage. How may I aid your quest today? One gasoline, please. Sure, whatever. You're gonna, like, pay first, right? With money, of course. I heard it makes the world go round, and I definitely don't want the world to stop going around, so let's keep spending. Sorry, but petrol doesn't accept money as a form of payment. What? But you need money. Look, at first I didn't get it either, but let me tell you, these old papers don't look like much, but they can be used to get anything you want. Like right now, I want gas, so I give you the papers, you give me the gas, then you give me the papers to someone else to get something you want. It's a magical system called econology.
Huh?
Or is it economation? I think it's economy, sir. And trust me when I say that economy is meaningless to trolls. Petrol only accepts magical
Petrol.
forms of pay. You're just now getting it.
What? Oh, well. Alright. You know, when you say it like that. Well, it didn't connect, alright. Continue.
Petrol only accepts magical forms of payment like dragon scales or cursed lockets or firstborn children. Damn, too bad none of you are having a baby anytime soon.
We can change
or this
that.
would be a lot easier. How else can you magically pay for this gas?
Date the petrol station attendant. I wish.
Forfeit your fondest memory to the gas pump, or hunt down a boar to feed the gas pump as was done for centuries before coin ever existed.
I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, Cece, do you want to go on a date with a guy that just sounds like this all day? It is better than Leonard, that is true.
Yeah, it's very.
Come on, guys, let's go
anything
be
is better than
misogynist
Leonard, but-
assholes on the internet.
Jerk. Anything is better. You don't?
Okay, so if we ever hang out in Discord, Cece, I'm gonna like just talk like this the whole time, and
Val.
I want to hunt down a boar. Let's go do that. Yeah, that'd work. Do you have a wild boar? Not on hand, but luckily this highway is full of them. It's actually a huge safety hazard. Whoa, let's hunt. Thank God you packed your medieval flails and crossbows, or this would never work. -2 stamina. Later, you get tracked and killed a wild boar. Huzzah! Okay, great. Now, you just need to smear the boar's blood on your hands, faces, and the gas pump. Cool! I'm gonna do the boar's blood smoky eye. I'll recite the sacrificial incantation. Just gotta find the page in the employee ritual manual. Oh, ancient trolls, accept this blood spilled for your great horde, and allow these travelers passage they can barely afford. And enjoy this sacrifice, old as man, old as time, and old as the tedious practice of chanting and rhyme. The ground shakes, and there's a sound like the earth just let out a fart of biblical proportions. I guess that means your transaction's been accepted. Here's your 2 magic. Have a troll-tastic day or whatever. Try not to hit any other wild boars on your way out.
Okay.
Really adds to the rhyme. It kind of does. Very
I'm
good.
glad you like it.
Alright. National Park or the rodeo. Sadly nothing gives us magic. But
That you know of.
that I know of. But I do like whenever it tells us whenever we'll lose a stat. That way we can, like, if we have a lot of one stat that we don't need, we can be like, I don't need that, and then get a random other stat. So let's go to the national park. Gotta chase that squirrel! Not while you're driving! Scott's very responsible. Preserving nature is important. No one does it better than national parks. You can relax, breathe that clean mountain air, and truly appreciate the great outdoors.
Walking Dead.
Or you can fuck around and be chaotic. Yeah, that's way more likely. In any event, what are you going to do at the park? Let's look for Look for cryptids.
What's a cryptid?
Cryptid is like, you know, like,
Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster and the
Oh.
Chupacabra.
yeah, like, you know,
Chupa thingy. How about that?
like,
Shut up.
there was some energy put into that. Shut up.
Chupa
Wow.
thingy. How about that, Griff? Now I can make up names too.
Well, let's go looking for some cryptids. Sometimes you go looking for cryptid. Sometimes the cryptid finds you. At least that's what happens when you, Polly, and Scott enter the woods and run into Mossman, your favorite moth person from summer camp. Hello, friends. Are you enjoying the national park? I was just chatting with some of the park rangers, you wouldn't believe, who Officer Riley's wife is sleeping with this week. Hey, Moss, you're still a messy, gossipy bitch, I see. Always, but lately I've been pursuing other hobbies, such as enjoying the beauty of nature and training to fly into the sun. I definitely don't recommend you do that last thing unless you want to die. I am more than willing to perish for my passions. Sounds cool, bro. We were just on the hunt for some cryptids. Do you know where we could find any? Besides my glorious self, yes, this park is full of my fellow cryptids. I can introduce you to one. I need to catch up with them anyway. We cryptids make great friends, but boy, are we hard to keep in touch with. But I've got a hot date with a hot campfire this evening, so we only have time to visit one cryptid. Brian, who would you prefer to meet? Oh, we get images. Visit the Fresno Nightcrawler. He's always happy to teach friends the beautiful game of soccer. Have some tea and pastries at Sasquatch's secluded cabin where he hides from the paparazzi.
Oh boy, Fresno ain't nothing but a bunch of legs and some eyeballs.
I kind of like Fresno.
You kind of like Fresno? Okay.
It's like, I mean, we all know what a Sasquatch is, but like, I'm interested in Fresno. We're gonna meet a cryptid and play a sport? Is that my birthday or something? Moss leads to an improvised soccer field in the woods. The Fresno Nightcrawler is playing on both teams, kicking a soccer ball between two tree trunk goals. Fresno can kick you into the sun. Yeah, don't say he's just legs. Isn't he a cutie? Hey, Nightcrawler, long time no see. Oh, I don't know Spanish.
Que bueno que viniste.
Thank you.
Brought friends, I see.
I'm Moss' friend, Scott. I'm Moss's friend, Scott. You're a really great soccer player, bro. Do you want to play a game together?
That sounds great. Soccer is my passion. It's actually where I got the name Fresno Nightcrawler. Most people think it's because I'm from California, but I'm actually Argentinian. Fresno comes from the stint on the Fresno soccer team.
That's so cool, bro. You have any good soccer tips for an amateur like me?
Sure, let's have a cup of yerba mate and talk strategy. Now, the most important part of being a good soccer player is having a good heart and great calves.
Enjoy some good bitter mate while Scott and the Fresno Nightcrawler play a game of soccer. The Nightcrawler is a good sport and coaches Scott on his techniques.
Alta Gambetta, Scott, remember, it's not about kicking the ball hard, it's about kicking it with your heart.
Sounds anatomically impossible, but I'll try. Mucho gracias. Oh, the Fresno Nightcrawler playing soccer with an opponent for the first time in decades. My gossip form is going to freak. It's been the kickoff to a wonderful friendship. See what I did there? See? You lose two minds staring into Nightcrawler's burning soul's eyes, but hey, you gain +2 hype.
Aguante Argentina, lo concha su madre.
Thank you. And it gets to be one.
Talking about your mom up in there.
What? Excuse you.
Su madre is your mother.
Oh, well, you're Sumadre.
That's not how that works.
Is that not?
Jesus, Cuber. Oh, here we go. Here's
Hey,
some magic.
magic.
We're gonna go to the low-budget reptile show.
Well, what reptile showing, Polly? Show you off, most likely. Probably. So you can fulfill
Welcome
his
to
life
the
goal.
Reptile Variety Show. Meet the cold-blooded critters with a passion for the stage. There are few performances scheduled for the day, and which show do you want to see?
Low-budget reptiles are the most dateable reptiles? What's that mean?
All reptiles are the most dateable, CC.
True.
Just like every human is dateable in some form or fashion, so is every reptile. Don't hate. But we're gonna pick the crocodile, but he's a stage magician because we need the magic stat.
Mm-hmm.
You settle in to watch the show. The stagehands bring out a stool, a microphone, and an 1,100-pound reptilian killing machine in a funny hat. I'm Reptilzar, famed crocodilian magician known for the way. Known far and wide throughout the Everglades. Prepare to be amazed.
Give you the time of
For
the
my
fair.
first trick, I will make the rabbit
Date him.
disappear.
Nom, nom,
Nom,
nom.
nom, nom. Someone brings a croc a rabbit. He puts his hat in front of his face, the bunny shrieks, and then there's chewing sounds.
See? Nom nom nom.
Okay, you're obviously just eating the rabbit. You can't call it the food chain magic, boo. Huh. I see we've got some hecklers in tonight's audience, but I doubt you. But you doubt now. But wait until you see my next trick. I'll make this entire pig disappear over the course of an hour with the aid of this magical barbecue sauce.
Nom nom nom.
You're not even trying. Can you make anything disappear without just eating it? Of course I can. Reptilizar can make anything disappear. Anything you can think of, I'll make it gone. Say, if he's telling the truth, you could be really useful. And if he's lying, it's all the more entertaining for you. What do you ask the croc to make disappear? All of my adulthood obligations or my internet search history because of reasons? We can't date everybody, CC.
I wish you could, but sadly no.
I want to date a Creole magician crocodile who'll eat everything.
Whatever you choose.
Let's go with all of my adult obligations.
I wish I could get rid of them.
What?
Adult obligations? You mean like wearing underwear?
Well, date the gluttonous magic crocodile.
Oh God, nah. I want to have the whole shebang. No more work, no more meat things. Just time to sit around and play video games. Very well. Shibbity shooby alakazooey. Reptilizar waves a magical wand around, then grabs your phone out of your lap before you can stop him. Hello, is this Juan's boss? Great. I'm calling on behalf of Juan, and he is quitting his job, effective immediately. What? Yes, he's absolutely serious, and to really burn the bridge, he would like you to know, and I'm quoting him directly here, that you are an incompetent, insufferable, poopy head whose only positive contribution to the world would be dropping dead.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, go off. How's that for a magical trick, Juan? I just made your entire career disappear. Yep, great. You gain 2 magic for witnessing such a magical trick, but you lose 2 money for all the paychecks you won't get anymore.
Well, all right then.
Take the gluttonous magical crocodile.
I wish I could. All right, so there's 5 different things here. We can talk to Polly and Scott, letting us eventually date one of them, whichever one we so choose. We have to stop, I think, 3 times. We have the noodle stand, which will, excuse me, we can trade different things that will give us or take away stats, depending on what we trade. The info board, which will let us
Get
pray.
information.
I mean, information, yes, but it'll let us lock in a location for later that we will for sure have a chance to go to, if you want that. The bus stop is the coolest one because that's where we pick up hitchhikers. And hitchhikers
I
being...
totally agree, CC, that the undateable, gluttonous, magical crocodile is boring.
It's yeah, I wish. Hitchhikers could be any previously dateable character. So you get Miranda or Joy or Zoe or Calculester. I don't think you can pick up Zoe while someone is playing as Zoe, but you know, she's there too. And then if you want to date any of those people, you have to at least stop 3 times and talk to them each time.
Poor CC's so sad about the gluttonous crocodile.
What's wrong with him?
She wants to date the gluttonous crocodile, but the game won't let us. And she's sad. Poor CC over here is sad that we can't date the magical crocodile.
CC is acting as if fanfic does not exist.
CC, time to write some fanfic or draw some fanfic, one of the two.
Oh,
like
they
that.
are great at drawing.
Let's do that, CC. Draw
the-
one of us dating the gluttonous magical crocodile.
Wait, draw Juan doing it. The cat dating the crocodile.
Swole cat dating magic crocodile.
And then the car can do two things, I think. If only one person goes there, they get two choices. One is a safe choice, meaning that you will gain some stats of your lowest stat, but you'll lose some stats of your highest one. Or you can take the risky stat, meaning the opposite happens. You gain your highest stat, but you lose your lowest stat. I think what happens if two people stop at the car, they can date together, like how in camp you can do that. You can date other other players. I think. I don't know. I haven't done it yet. But those are all our options. If any of
That's
made
how you get
sense.
famous, CC. That's how you do it.
I think you can do it.
Tap into the zeitgeist of people's Rule 34 brains, and off you go.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know, honestly.
Do you want to pick up a hitchhiker and then date whoever could be there? Do you want to talk to and date Scott or Polly? Do you want to trade stats with Noodle here? Do you want to be safe or be risky in getting stats, or do you want to have a certain location that you want to go to?
Let's get a hitchhiker.
Okay, I'll let you do that then on your turn. I think I will probably try to safely have our stats be
You got some
in between.
attention for an Emoji Movie / Undertale crossover? What?
That sounds
What?
vaguely familiar.
That
I think I remember
sounds-
them drawing that.
What the
It was just the time.
What kind of crossover is that?
Alright, so I'll be cautious. We'll get some money,
Well,
that way we
needed
don't
money,
lose.
so that's good.
Yeah, but we lost some magic.
Hey,
Hey, Valerie!
The Oberlin sister.
Yo, you can date Valerie. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's up to you if you
Go
want
get
to.
Valerie.
I mean,
Unless you prefer Vera, I would pick Valerie myself. This is your choice.
No, this is your choice. You.
Oh, this is my. Oh, okay. I'm getting Valerie. Never mind. Fuck you.
Sure, I could use a few stooges.
Sure, I'll tag along. I've been meaning to take my shop on the road. Hell
Nice.
yeah.
And you get to go first next round.
Nice.
You gotta click.
I thought I did. There it
I made a
goes.
big mistake and got convinced to post it. I'm like, I don't remember what this was. Oh my god, I remember now. That was so long ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. Almost 2,000 notes on Tumblr.
I don't know if I want to look at that.
It's pretty cursed. Don't worry.
It's pretty cursed.
I totally forgot you made that. God, that was 5 years ago. Holy shit.
Money and soul, I guess?
Soul, yeah.
And then
some we don't know, but hype could also be the one in the middle.
I want to be a wedding crasher. Let's go do that.
Okay. You touch this thingy, Valerie? You break it, you buy it.
Weddings. The union of two or more soulmates pledging life and love to each other for the rest of their days. If you believe in that true love stuff, if not, at least weddings are a fun place to dress fancy and get drunk. They're also fun to crash, which is what you're doing now. Shh. Oh, Polly in a wedding dress? That's actually kind of cool.
It's cute.
A little sundress. So what do you want to do? Ooh, talk to the runaway bride, catch a bouquet, or speak now or forever hold your peace. Oof. Let's.
Alright.
You each have your own approach to sneaking into the wedding. Polly phases through the wall because she's a freaking ghost, yes. You use your trusty plot armor to get into whatever wacky situation you want. Scott wears a lampshade and pretends to be the furniture in the back of the room. You're pretty sure security just doesn't have the heart to throw him out.
Aw.
You watch the ceremony. It's normal and boring until the preacher says, "If anyone objects to this union, please speak now, forever hold your peace." Ooh, that's a nice dress.
That is a nice dress.
That is a very nice dress. Ooh, them's pranking words. I object. What? Why? Who even are you?
What?
I'm pimpin' pussy poppin' a Papadopoulos, a professional wedding objector. I'm a pro at spotting doomed couple These newlyweds really take the cake. Yes! I object too. I'm a lamp. And I don't think it's fair that furniture can't legally marry. I'm gonna keep objecting until this injustice is fixed. Object, object. Settle down there, Phoenix Wright. Settle down.
Scott, no!
Yes.
Scott, this wedding, it's not a courtroom. It's not the same kind of objection.
Nice foresight.
Who's Scott? I'm not gonna stop objecting
Marry
until
the
household
church.
objects love is recognized in a court of law. Object. Object.
Huh?
Like, oh no, he's too into character. Juan, can you distract everyone with an objection while I snap him out of it? The pressure's on now. Why do you object to this union? How far will you go with this prank? Marriage is a scam. You know what isn't a scam? Investing in your 401. The open bar has been out of limes for like an hour. We can continue the ceremony when the pressing problem has been resolved. Or, beware, that is not your fiance. It is his evil twin. His sudden goatee isn't a bold fashion statement, but an undeniable proof of evil.
So the far left one will make our stats do something, but only a little bit. The middle one will medium, and then the far right one will make them do something a lot. How much? I don't know. It's different.
No. How dangerous do you feel?
I mean, we're pretty good-ish on stats. 8 and 7.
Fuck it, we're going all the way then.
All right.
You really think I'm evil just because I grew a goatee? The groom says. I just thought it looked nice. Goatees are due for a comeback, you know. As a person with a goatee.
Full danger.
Fair enough, but what about your sinister eye patch? Does that mean you're evil? Wow. So now everyone who wears an eye patch has to be evil. Do you realize how fucked up you sound? It's true that the evidence is circumstantial, says the best man, but it's worth noting that the groom's parents did have twin boys, Richard and Evil Richard. Wow, really? That's pretty indicting then. Are you actually Evil Richard? Fine, you caught me. Ooh, trying to do the Creole crocodile hurt my throat. But maybe if my parents hadn't named me Evil Richard, I wouldn't have felt the need to be evil. Nature versus nurture, people. Wait, so you're really an evil twin? The other groom asks. That's so crazy. I'm an evil twin too. I stabbed my twin brother and came here planning to disrupt the whole ceremony, but I guess I don't have to do any of that anymore.
Oh.
Really? Small world, Evil Richard laughs. I smothered Richard with a pillow to be here. I guess great evil minds think alike, my dear. Oh, so now they're gonna get married and leave the woman behind. Oh, love wins. The best man frowns. Should someone maybe go call the police or... Shh, don't spoil the tender moment. Your dumb prank ended up uniting an evil couple in unholy matrimony. You lose 3 soul but gain 2 hype and even 1+1 mind for cracking the case of evil secret twins.
Nice.
Are we there yet? I'm tired.
Well, that's certainly something. Ooh. Cold Headquarters got goats. Or 90s action movie city.
Well, the cult headquarters has much magic.
Yes. That's why Cars 3 is the best one. Oh no, Scott. Never saw that. Oh no, not Cars 3. Goats are very dateable. Well, I wish. If they're gonna join a cult, I suppose they've got team building, all the dead goats you could ever want, maybe fun ritual orgies. If you can ignore all the murder and brainwash practices, it honestly sounds like fun. Where do you want to start? Ritual service, initiation rites, or cult marketing meeting? Initiation rites, we'll just do a sacrifice. You and your friends enter the cult's sacrificial chamber with all the optimism of the first characters to die in a horror movie. Check out this Hollywood pamphlet! The ritual sacrifices are completed to please Mathra, the deity of sacred secrecy and darkness. Complete the sacrifice will give Mathra's worshippers a taste of his exclusive magical powers. Cool, we can siphon some of that magic into the car afterwards. Hell yeah, I love a good old ritual sacrifice. Let's kill some goats and have a big kinky orgy and then pull over their own blood. Hold your horses, eco-acolytes. You cannot simply wander into Mathra's sacred halls and throw yourselves into a goat blood orgy right away. Oh, why not? Because that's not what being in a cult is about, so many new cultists only care about the orgies without understanding their ceremonial implications. Mothra, I don't know. It's a weird name to say. Wait, there are ceremonial implications to this? I just thought we all just like to fuck goats. Only you do that, brother goat fucker Ismail, and that's exactly why nobody wants to grind on you at the blood orgies anymore. Anyway, we now have a proper sacrifice tier list that new cultists must complete in the correct order. Helps us weed out those who aren't truly committed, like those sacrilegious bastards that put their careers and loved ones above our dark cult. Fine, we'll do it in your way. The tier list says we first have to sacrifice something of great personal value. Brian, what do you suggest? Sacrifice your account on Dragon Heat so you like role-playing Wink, the MMORPG in which you've sunk over 1,000 hours of play. Can we date your brother go fucker Ismail? No, I don't think we can. Sacrifice 8 of the 22 subscriptions to interesting newsletters you may or may not ever read anyway.
Sacrifice your MMO account to Dragon Heat so you like role-playing Wink.
Good idea. Hey, God, that truly is an enormous commitment. You're that. I'm usually good about this. Giving up more than 1,000 hours. Yep, Brian spent almost a lifetime on Dragon Heat's massive multiplayer orgy-filled racy penetration game. Mother will be so pleased with the sacrifice. Our cult has actually lost several members to addictive MMORPGs. Such an all-consuming time sink. One would think MMORPGs are a cult themselves. He did get invited to a lot of dragon cock worship on SYLRPW, so that checks out. Let sacrifice commence. Let your account, Brian. Feel the power of the sacred secrecy coursing through your veins. Miss having lewd adventures as Gister of the Kingdom 6669, but now you get to have a night of unspeakable cultish pleasure in the real world. You delete your account and participate in the ritual gaming to magic. Meanwhile, at the DHSYLRPW headquarters, executives are freaking out over the loss of your account. As another longtime player lost, the CEO cries. Were the Dragon Cots not enough? What did he list as his reason for leaving? Looks like he listed join a cult as his reasoning, sir. Fuck! And another follower of Ralsmog is gone. Our recruitment numbers are getting dangerously low this month. Yes, sir, we're aware of the god of utter abandonment whom we all worship is displeased that so many are leaving their digital lives for the despised physical realm. What do we do, frets the CEO? Should we sacrifice another goat and have a blood orgy? They do, but it's not enough for Ralsmog to forgive them for losing your account. It constantly confiscates 2 hype from all your punishment. Whew.
Wow. That was a roller coaster.
That was a lot to talk. But we have a circus.
All right, so we have a circus and we have the world's biggest potato. Okay, that seals the deal.
Well, we're gonna go to the world's biggest potato.
No clowns. I'm the only clown here.
Oh, you sure about
Behold, the world's biggest potato. So large, so starchy, so rustic. So ripe for the creation of the world's largest plate of French fries.
that? There's clowns at the potato.
Well, if there's clowns at the potato, I am at the potato.
Hey, same here.
There's plenty to do besides stare at this agricultural marvel. What will you do? Do you want to research the potato, feed from the potato, or benefit from the potato?
I believe this is your decision.
You and your friends are admiring this agricultural giant when you announce your intent to benefit from the potato, and I am very concerned as to where this is going to lead. Benefit? No idea what that means, but if it has fit in it, so it must be a good thing, right? Yeah, you betcha, Scott. It means we're gonna make some sweet profit off this potato.
Oh, God.
Let's pretend to be tour guides and make up funny stuff about the potato.
Let's do it.
Sounds fun. Who are we gonna prank?
Yes! Yes! I was wondering if he'd show up.
Ah, the mighty potato, a wonderful tuber, second only to the yam. Yams get first place because they go great with marshmallows.
Yes.
I personally dislike how I personally dislike how they cook these things in so many ways. Smashed, pureed, grilled, baked, and can't you just stick to one thing and be good at it? I miss the good old days when people just shoved perfectly good raw potatoes in their mouths and shut up.
Well, I guess this is a potato situation, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Howdy.
Well, hey, Coach. Hi, Camp Director Ms. Weaving. What are you guys doing here? Oh, that's... That's not Principal Spider... That's Camp Director Spider?
I guess. I'm pretty sure they're the same person.
Oh, not much. Just enjoying one of the only weeks of my life when I don't have to hear anyone call me Camp Director. Yourselves? We have volunteer tour guides for the Big Potato, and I'm getting internship credit for it. I was thinking about majoring in French fries in college.
All right.
God, we're gonna fuck with potato. Okay, potato
Awesome.
fucker. Potato fucker, CC.
Well,
That's
someone had
great,
to.
kiddo. Never stop setting goals for yourself.
Want to hear a cool potato fact? A potato this size couldn't have stopped the Irish famine. Well, maybe not stopped, but it would have at least slowed it down a bit. Here's one. Potatoes only grow underground, except for this one. I guess since it's above ground, that's what makes the big potato so special. Mr. Howell, has it occurred to you that perhaps they simply dug the potato out of the ground so we could see it?
Holy shit! Okay, Juan, I'm passing you the ball while Scott hits the bench. Give me a real slam dunk of a potato fact.
Oh boy, you can't let
God.
Coach down.
Although potatoes may seem rare, they're secretly hidden in a lot of common foods such as French fries or chips. Not in fish, though. Fish are not made of potato. Vodka is made of potatoes. Therefore, if you eat enough potatoes, you'll get very drunk. Little known fact, potatoes scare alligators, and now you can purchase this bag full of ketchup-flavored anti-alligator talismans.
Well, what is your choice? Oh,
I'm going
wise
ham
one.
on this one again.
All right. Alligator
That's-
choice. Well, too bad.
That's wow. I'm genuinely stunned by how idiotic that claim was. What? You're saying we're wrong? Do you see any alligators around here right now? Of course not. It's because they're scared of the big potato. Checkmate. Checkmate, atheists.
Fascinating. I never knew. Thank you, kids, for reminding me every day that as a mentor can always learn from his mentees. You were the real coach today. I'll buy those ketchup-flavored alligator talismans from you. I'll always support your passions, and you never know when you'll face some hungry alligators.
You gain 1 money and 2 hype for your great profitable prank, but you lose 1 stamina for giving away your chips.
Hey, no.
You also lose 2 soul for taking advantage of Coach. Or did you
Aw.
take advantage of him? A few days later,
I can't believe we're being chased by hungry alligators at the world's lowest security alligator farm. What are the odds?
don't worry, Coach.
Oh, God.
I have a pistol in my purse. You run for help and I'll light the bastards up.
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit.
Straps.
She's going.
No way I'm leaving Soldier behind. I have those anti-alligator talismans with me. I told you they'd come in handy.
Miss Weaving shoots at the alligators and Coach throws potato chips everywhere. The gators retreat.
Oh my God.
Phew, thank goodness we're safe.
Indeed, we're lucky I kept those anti-alligator talismans all the time.
What? No, it was the gun that saved us. The gators retreated because I shot at them.
Well, I guess this is a potato gun tato situation, isn't it?
I swear to God, if you make that joke one more time.
You love Coach? That's okay. Ken just
I
loves
love
Coach too.
Coach.
Coach is such a good guy. All right, the post-apocalyptic settlement or some caves. Well, neither one really gets what we need, but one of them will help us get a stat that we are low on, so I'll go for the caves. Despite from wacky stuff. Too bad. The car has stopped. You, Scott, Polly, and Belly are driving along when your car is suddenly enveloped in a dense fog. Well, I can't even see the road anymore. We should pull over. Okay, but if y'all get killed in the spooky murder fog, let's vow to return to this spot every 10 years to reminisce and haunt people. This is ridiculous. Wait, actually, there is a mysterious figure coming out of the fog. Time to die, you guess. Is Coach dateable in the main games? And if so, how much of the route is scamming him? No, as far as I know, he can't
God,
date Coach.
I wish. That would be so funny.
Yeah. As they get
There's so
closer,
many good characters.
there's so many good characters in these games. But as they get closer, they don't look so scary. In fact, their golden armor, cloak of woven stars, and glowing meteorite sword are quite impressive.
No, please don't tell me it's the interdimensional prince.
Hey, stranger, you got some big protagonist energy. What's your story? Oh, it's not, actually. My name is Silveria Moonshard. I'm on a quest to dispel this endless cursed fog that's my that's made my kingdom unlivable. Townsfolk can't see, so they can't work or drive or identify their loved ones from a distance. Yeah, I bet that's pretty inconvenient to live somewhere where nobody can see 5 feet in front of their face. Spent years training to fight the evil wizard who cursed us with this calamity. Tonight is the night I planned to end this once and for all. What are you strangers doing here? It is coincidence that we meet on the eve of my greatest battle. Or is it destiny? Oh, it's destiny, alright. We're just some minor NPCs who can sell you an amazing magic item that'll aid you on your adventure. Really? Thank you.
Valerie, let's do this.
Yeah, you're doing my kingdom a great service, and I'll make sure you are known throughout the land as heroes, and... Yeah, sure, sounds great. You have money, right? Yes, I've amassed plenty of gold during my travels. Only hope you have an item that's worth my coin. I fucking hope so, too, because you're gonna have to raid the car for something Val can sell this adventurer. What do you grab?
I thought she was bringing her shop with her.
This is... the last prongle in the can. It's the most valuable resource. It's accumulated the scents and essential oils of all the other prongles that came before it. The sacred receptacle contains the ashes of legendary fallen warriors. Whenever you're in danger, blow on it to summon their spirits to fight alongside you. Ooh, both are pretty good. But we'll always get money after from this, which is good.
I beg to differ, CC. I am very dateable, thank you. I am both cool and dateable, okay?
Yeah, I say so. Yeah, exactly. These are the commingled ashes of Vikings, knights, kung fu masters, demigods, and other categories of great warriors. You're not real, though. Oh!
Wow.
That's rude.
Am I some sort of joke to you?
Am I some kind of funny guy? Am I some kind of clown?
Do I look like some sort of little pixel bitch to you?
I don't know, we're getting Kendra's ASMR here. And the spirits can be at your beck and call for the low price of 2 money. It's such a steal. I'll be invincible with the spectral army to fight by my side. Thank you so much for selling this artifact to
I
me.
hope that actually works, because that'd be cool.
Thank you for being gullible enough to buy it. You all part your ways, and some hours later, Severian and Moonshine has arrived at the evil wizard's tower. They have their confrontation. The wizard does an evil monologue, casts some spells, she swings her sword. It's a whole epic thing. Severian, it was a girl. Whoops. I couldn't tell. Severian is struggling. The wizard is too powerful for her to defeat alone. With bloody hands, she takes out her receptacle of ashes and says, "Oh, great warrior spirits, please aid me in my time of need." She blows the ashes into the wizard's face. They get his beard all dirty and sting his eyes, but obviously no warrior spirits appear. Achoo! The wizard sneezes. Why the hell are you carrying a cigarette ashtray around? Are you that desperate for a special move? Die already! Last words of civilian Moonshine before she's exploded by magic echo throughout the kingdom. I got so scammed! So we treat that adventurer go to buying an ashtray. Isn't that sort of not nice? Oh yeah, that's a very main thing to do, but money's money! What about this -2 soul we lost?
Wow.
Who cares? Soul can't buy me a new phone. Well said, Val. Let's ride! Well, we could use some soul. What could be inside this dank, dark cave? Golden jewels, an abandoned mineshaft, dinosaur bones, an ancient civilization that's yet to be uncovered? All those things are hella unlikely. It's almost definitely just a bunch of bats and rocks in there. You won't know that for sure until you explore the cave. What are you going to do here? We're going to rescue the
Also,
trap people because we need
there's
soul.
a such thing as object permanence. Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I don't exist.
You want to see what happens when we die from lack of soul?
Wow,
If that happens naturally. You, Polly, and Scott are hiking around the cave, looking at cool stalagmites and bats when you hear voices coming from a far-off chamber. Whoa, bros! There are people in here, and they're chained to that wall! Kinky. Don't worry, everyone. We're gonna save you and bring you back to the outside world. What are you talking about? The prisoners asked. We don't need saving. We like it here. This place has everything we need. Gay people nod at the wall opposite them. You look and see that there's shadow puppets being projected on it. Look, the shadow doggy is back, and he's playing with the shadow bunny and the amorphous shadow blob. Best day ever. Those shadows aren't real. Let us unchain you, and we'll show you that the outside world is more than shadow puppets. No, the prisoners yell. How dare you try to force us to expand our narrow world views? The shadows are all we've ever known. Why would we abandon them when we already happy and complacent here? Because learning the truth is worth overcoming your fear of the unknown, damn it. Brian, how do we talk to these people into leaving? Let's say the shadow puppeteer.
How do we know it's not you that's the fake one, CC?
Ooh, it's true. Well, I've heard them before, so they're not, you know.
Computer-generated voices,
okay.
AI.
That makes sense. Build a bulletproof, irrefutable case to convince them that the outside world is full of much cooler shadows. It's time to incur some good old student debt to get a PhD in philosophy. Sure. We'll do that one. Aren't PhDs super expensive? Who would loan us that kind of money? Any financial institution ready to profit from abusive interest rates and the cultural belief that higher education is worth going into crippling debt. We can, yes. We can actually die from lack of money. Oh, really? Lucky us. You quickly apply for and receive some fat student loans and enroll in a philosophy course. Welcome to the PhD philosophy program, your professor says. It's a pleasure to meet you fine young minds. And are you here because you have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, because you yearn to understand the place in your universe? We're here to rescue some bros from a cave. Ah, yes, from the cave of their own ignorance. I see. We have a poet in the class. And you know that at its core, philosophy is about asking questions. It's not really about answering those questions. Just thinking about them really hard. That's really fucking true. I actually had a philosophy class, and that was about it. We didn't actually. Anyways, really? Why? That's a great question. You're clearly already a philosopher at heart. Here, have your PhD. You have one too? Another great question. Here, take one. Thanks. You go back to the
If it
cave
was only
prisoners.
that easy.
I wish it was that easy. You go back to the cave prisoners to present your philosophy-fueled argument for leaving. So, we know you probably want to know why you should leave the cave, but we just learned that philosophy is about asking questions, not answering them. So I ask you, why not leave the cave? Yes, guess we can't really argue with that, the prisoners say. We'll come with you. Woohoo! You gained +2 soul for your successful rescue. Hopefully it was worth all the 2 money you'll be paying on your loans for the majority of your life. Maybe. Alright.
Take a short 10-hour power nap.
Alright, so if you want to talk to Valerie, you have to go to the bus stop.
Okay.
Which you can go.
Let's
I don't
see
mind.
what Comfy spot is.
We can trade some hype for magic.
We'll see. Because they're like gifts that I trade, not the stats themselves.
Howdy! So all those pesky worldly possessions, huh? Why not trade him to me for some of the weird crap I've got? Nothing matters anyway.
How to Road Trip, a gas canister, Scott Snacks, or the sequel to an erotic fanfic about dragons.
Yeah, that's from the first game.
It is, yeah.
That was actually an achievement, if I recall.
Can
I
we
remember.
date the Dipper Hat Octopus? No, but in the second game you can play as him, and with him you can date other monsters. So it's kind of close. Scott Snacks, the sequel to an erotic fanfic about dragons, How to Road Trip the book, Gas Canister. That one's magic, that one, I don't know. Oh, man. Well, one of these 3. We'll do the Scott Snacks.
Look, there's
for
enough
the-
hentai out there, CC, to satisfy your octopus addiction, okay?
And we will take the haunted rearview mirror. So our magic went up, but our stamina went down. That's alright.
Thank you for your business. See you in your darkest dreams.
Alright, noodles. Is there any octopus hentai where he has a face like that? No, I don't think so.
You could always make some.
Yeah, you could. Oh my god, Juan!
Jesus, Juan, show some fucking interest.
So you can talk about either of these, doesn't matter. But the second time around when you talk to her.
Ah, my good old shop. Why did you decide to open the shop within the school? Because people are stupid and will pay for dumb shit, and who am I to deny them that? So I provide and make nice buck out of it. Dang, girl. But no, for real, everyone's going through their own personal ordeal. You know, we all have our little goals and our personal dozen insecurities, and sometimes life looks so incredibly confusing and difficult. In the end, I think people just want to believe that there's some magical ointment that'll make everything suddenly make sense. Trick to figure life out, you know? Ugh, I'd kill for such a trick. You and many more wish for it so fucking hard. Most people will take anything that promises to make life easier. Here, have these impractical yet kind of funny glasses. They may or may not make you more fun. Look at this fake, badass tattoo. Get it? And people might think you're a bold motherfucker. I think deep down, people can see how ludicrous all that is. But what if you get so desperate to find a cure to feeling so clueless all the time that you force yourself to believe? So if life is not getting easier anytime soon, maybe a placebo is the next best thing? Yeah, maybe the placebo is not that bad for a solution to help you get on with life when it gets too hard. Who knows? Not me for sure. I'm just the humble shopkeeper that sells dumb shit to make people feel a tiny bit more in control. No refunds. Yeah, I get it. You saw the demand and just provided them some supply. That and sometimes the strangest stuff falls in my hands and I gotta dispose of it somehow. Blankets with holes, old floppy disks, the blood of an angel. There's always something weird or someone weird enough to take it off your hands. I'm sure you have anecdotes by the dozen. She does. You spend the rest of the night listening to Val's many stories. She has seen some shit. Bargain Queen. Valerie knows a thing or two about bartering and good deals. Next time you barter with noodles, you'll gain +1 extra resource.
Hey, that's good. I would dump her after this combo. I just want someone who fucks with people for shits and giggles, not all this heavy psychology.
Well, then you
lore.
want Polly. You definitely want Polly.
Yeah.
Polly is your go-to girl for that shit.
Alright. We gotta get stamina and we gotta get some soul. Along with magic,
Or,
too.
Or what's Blue Girl's name from Monster Camp?
Dahlia.
Dahlia, yeah. Big, muscly, blue demon girl. Yeah.
Yep. You gotta click.
Oh, I have to click something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Week 3. So the hard part is, we not only have to get 25, but we also...
Calculester's in the first game and the second game.
Yes. You can date them both, but not only do we have to get 25 of one stat, we also have to get to the end of the week with 25 in one stat. That way we can win. It's kind of rough. Like, even with and this is just on normal too. Like I've been playing on easy just because that way I can actually win and not lose. But movie set now with 30% more CGI, we can get hyper stamina. Lake, we can get mind, more magic, and more hype.
Cute dumbass robot is also voiced by Jacksepticeye.
He is. It's true. Do we be safe and up one of
I
our
thought you
low
wanted magic,
stats?
so, you know...
I do, but I also don't want us to lose.
I
I don't want us to lose. Alright, I will, Donald Duck. Jeez. Nothing happens. Are you sure about that?
Oh, no.
You just reached a high amount of magic. Good for you. Does that mean you're aiming for the magic-based ending? Yes, it does. Thank you.
Why bother stopping us to ask that?
In case that we don't want that to happen, because your stats can waver so much, I guess. Yeah, the narrator is just kind of there. On a hot sunny day like this, a lake visit is the perfect way to beat the heat. It's also the perfect excuse to see your hot friends in swimsuits. Not that you were fantasizing about that this whole time. Nope, definitely not. In the first one you can. Anyway, what do you do now that you're here? Go swimming, build sandcastles, or collect seashells. We will do that. You, Scott, and Polly said about collecting seashells as a little memento of your trip together. Check this shell out, Scott. Hold up to ear. Oh, does it sound like ocean waves? No, better. It sounds like vaporwave music. Polly's shell is covered in grid lines and inexplicably fills you with 90s nostalgia, so that makes sense. That's cool. I found the shell, but I'm not sure if it's a seashell. It was more like a lake shell to me. Stellar deduction, baby. You show your friends the shell you found. It's beautiful and small and swirly. It suddenly starts crawling around your palm. Cool, Brian's shell is haunted. No, it's not haunted. Brian just found a hermit crab. Yeah, and sorry to be a buzzkill, we can't let you take that shell. As the lifeguards of this lake, we can't let you mess with the local wildlife. Yeah, it would like be bad for like the environment or something. Plus, having a bunch of sad homeless hermit crabs around would really harsh the vibe around here. Oh no, you're right. We don't want to be hermit crab homewreckers. What if Brian traded the hermit crab something for its shell instead of just taking it? Sure, as long as this is a fair and square exchange of goods and not a theft situation, we're cool. Fair enough. What do you give the hermit crab in exchange for its shell? Seashell is the crab's house, so the only fair thing to do is to give the deed to your own house to the crab, which makes us lose money, but we have 8 money. Make a pact to give the crab your first child. That would make us lose magic, because pacts would probably be magic.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Top one.
Cool, that makes perfect sense. I appreciate you guys rehumming this hermit crab so we don't have to do it. Wait, Wanda, what if Brian's actions will, like, have consequences? What do you mean? Well, what if this hermit crab becoming a homeowner makes all the other hermit crabs jealous? So then the hermit crab starts trading their shells to other gullible young adults with property to spare. And then we crash the housing market because all the best property is being bought and sold for hermit crab shells. Then all the houses have been bought by crabs, so monsters start after living in hermit crab shells, and even that housing market inflates. For you know, it won't be weird to see poor families with 8 people sleeping in one undersized shell on the beach. Yeah, that's a good point. And if the hermit crabs take out our houses, what's next? Our jobs? No, hermit crab would be such a better lifeguard than me. I can't compete. I feel like all that happening is pretty unlikely. Yeah, smoke this and see if you still feel that way in a few minutes. 20 minutes later, holy shit, we're gonna crash the housing market! Told ya. You're still skeptical, but you've for sure lost 2 money trading an entire house to hermit crab. At least you gained 2 magic from the gorgeous shell.
You ever seen a cat drive?
Well, alrighty then.
Sisters for ventriloquism masturbation? What the hell? What are you talking about?
Did you not read back farther?
So we did a character, your voice is oh, okay.
You got to keep going, bruh.
Sorry.
The pet contest or the space station? Oh.
Self-insert
let's go with the
sesame.
pet contest.
Alright. Hey, you want another event?
You're driving along
Hey, Dahlia.
when you pass your friend Dahlia. Speaking of Dahlia, fleeing a burning castle on a chariot pulled by a griffin and holding overflowing bags of gold coins.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Dahlia, what are you up to? Hey! Just another siege gone right. I won't bore you with the details. I'd much rather hear about the wacky misadventures you guys have been going on. Right now, we're on our way to a pocket dimension filled with magic and mayhem. Actually, do you want to come with us? I've heard this place is most fun to visit when you have an adventuring party. I'm intrigued. A magical realm full of riches to pillage and beasties to defeat sounds exactly like my scene. Are you guys sure you're prepared for an adventure, though? I know books and movies made the idea of a plucky band of idiots going on a heroic journey seem really easy, but this is real life we're talking about. You're heading into the unknown, where death could be waiting for you around every corner. You gotta prepare for anything. I hear you. What do you think we should bring on the adventure, then? Don't ask me. Those sorts of questions are what your war advisors are for. I'm a general, a woman of action. Well, the closest thing we've got to an advisor is Juan, so what you got, boo? Summon a powerful creature that's the true heir to the dinosaurs, source of endless eggs, and, according to old wives' tales, the true source of chicken nuggies.
What?
Or...
What? I heard that. Porn.
Since you don't know what they use as currency in any other reality, you must acquire the only thing that holds true value everywhere. Porn. We're doing porn.
Mama like it.
Fuck yeah, I'm in. Mama loves porn. But isn't porn notorious for spreading misinformation and giving consumers unhealthy expectations about natural intercourse? Wow, Scott, that was deep.
Hey.
Thanks. Liam said those words to me once. I don't know what they mean, but I knew it was a good point. But porn can't be that bad, can it? If it's so bad, why does it make you feel so good? Like anything else, porn is fine as long as you consume it responsibly and critically. Besides, it can be informative. Not about realistic sex, but it has lots of info about nice butts. Just look at this porn star's butt. It's very educational. Wow, such taut, turgid buttocks. This is indeed a high-quality butt. You and your friends gain 2 hype, drooling over such a magnificent ass. You know, it occurs to me that the people in this pocket dimension might not find these forms sexually appealing. And if that highly likely scenario happens, we should just keep the porn light. All of it. Hard agree. This is why you're a great general, Dahlia. You always make the right decisions. You spend 2 money on more dirty magazines to trade in the pocket dimension. Hopefully nobody will mind if you're slightly used. Okay. You're surrounded by pets of the highest pedigree, here to prove that they're the best of the domesticated animal kingdom. But you've got a pretty impressive good boy of your own who's ready to compete. Oh no.
Oh no.
Scott could win this thing easy peasy. It might be the first and only chance to actually outsmart his competition.
I think so.
The only question that remains is what category do you want to enter him in? Oh no. Category talents. Category obstacle course. Category looks. Oof. I'm gonna go with looks. No, he's kind of sporty. He could do the obstacle course.
All right.
You enter Scott in the pet contest. He's very excited about it.
Let's do it.
This will be fun. I just need to transform first. Polly, you still got that picture of the full moon? Oh, I've got a full moon, all right. Peep these cheeks. Polly moons you all with her bare butt. Oh! I don't think I've ever seen Scott transform before.
No, they've never drawn it before. They've always just like wrote it out. They never.
Jesus H. Christ! At least they left some underwear on him.
Yeah.
Whoa, that really worked. I was just messing around. The magic rules of this world make no sense. Wolf Scott is ready to dominate the competition. Who Wolf Scott need to eat? I don't think eating the other competitors is part of the deal, buddy. According to these flyers, there are actually several different obstacle courses we can choose to compete in. These obstacle courses will engage your pet's muscles and agility. Wolf Scott have muscles. Along with wit, grit, charisma, bureaucratic expertise, and ironclad moral code, and full understanding of life and death. Are those other muscles?
Oh. Well.
Never mind. Dang, there's gotta be at least one obstacle course here you can win. And if not, at least one that'll be very entertaining to lose. Juan, which obstacle course should we enter? The trolley course. Your pet will be thrown into impossible moral conundrums. The social climbing course. Overcome social obstacles to be accepted in high society. Or the permit course. Be ready to get stressed from jumping through several bureaucratic hoops. Scott is not going to be good at any of these. Ooh. I want to see him fuck up a moral conundrum, though.
Okay, I think that'll be Soul, but okay.
Okay, trolleys sound fun. Wolf Scott like cars and trains.
Morals are
What
totally
go
right.
wrong? Smash cut to you three screaming in pure stress while a trolley barrels down the track towards several defenseless people. What do, Polly? Pull lever? Shit, I don't know. There's no easy answer. That's why this is a moral conundrum. You can change courses and hit one guy, saving 5 people who consciously killing one. Or you can do nothing and let 5 people die due to your inaction. Wolf Scott, do you believe inaction equals culpability? Do you believe saving 5 lives is worth sparing one? Choose something, Scott. Kill 1 guy or kill 5 guys. Wolf Scott not so good with numbers. 5 is more than 1, right? Afterwards, Scott's back to his normal self, and you all are reflecting on your choices after losing 2 soul from manslaughter. That was rough, but the trolley problem was still exciting in its own adrenaline-pumping, stress-inducing way, so at least we got 2 hyped. I guess, but bro, ethics are hard. How are the other pets doing? You check the obstacle course to see an orange cat is competing next. It's riding in the trolley and chooses to run over the 5 people. Then the cat reverses the trolley to go back and hit the remaining person on the other track. Cats, am I right?
Take this slow.
I was thinking Garfield, but yeah, CC first.
That's what I was hoping. It was like a Garfield meme, but
Did any of these give me soul? Oh fuck, I don't know. Well, this could be bad, but these give us money, which we do need. The only problem is most money ups are also sold downs, so Mad Max or Elon Musk. We'll go see Elon Musk. Want a PB&J sandwich, Valerie? Got any tuna? Get it because she's a cat. Well, you've never seen technology this advanced before. Finally, you can answer questions like, what's the future of virtual reality? Is crypto really the currency of tomorrow? And what the fuck are NFTs anyway? There's so much to see, but only so much time you want to check out. True AI, the metaverse, or the algorithm. You think testing limits of ethics is going to improve your soul? You know.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
Usually pretty depressing.
We'll check out the metaverse. You find a lab labeled the Metaverse Testing Chamber. The scientists staffing it are very eager to have you test their new tech. You guys are offering us a lot of money to test this metaverse thing. Is it safe? Yes, it's safe, they say. You can't get stuck in the metaverse unless you're very, very stupid, but that's not the case, right? No comment. It might be dangerous, but on the other hand, free money. You put on some goggles and have your conscience uploaded to the digital metaverse. Whoa, this metaverse place looks exactly like the real world. Yes, but it's digital, say the other metaverse test subjects surrounding you. We're playing a game of dominoes. Want to join in? Why? I never had the urge to play dominoes in the first place. But now I can play dominoes in the metaverse. It's very subversive and cool. Pass. Why don't you tell me more about those floating otters you've got on strings? Metaversians collect them. There's strangers explained. For every 5 floating otters you collect in the metaverse, you can trade them for 100 confettis. But why do you want confettis? Because with 10,000 confettis, you can buy a unique set of eyebrows. Unique eyebrows are greatly coveted in their metaverse. They become a speculative market. Leave it to the internet to make everything a speculative market. Metaverse meta sucks. She's someone's a critic, the metaversians scoff. If you don't like it around here, why don't you make your own metaverse? Well, I'm not tech savvy enough to do that, but you just gave me a great idea. Or it could be a horrible idea. We'll find out on the way. Probably leads you and Scott to the metaverse version of the lab you were in, where you put on the digital headsets and enter the metaverse.
Oh, no.
It's so dark in here. Where are all the people? Are we in the bad place? Psst, hey, you, whispers the shady guy in the trench coat. Want to buy some illegal eyebrows? Sure. No, Scott, don't do it. We don't know where those eyebrows have been. This place is too dark. We need to go deeper. Elbow yourselves to the metaverse, and now I'm stopping the bit where I add another meta every time, because if I don't, this is going to get annoying. Cool, new look. What do you think, Paul? So they have eyebrows. No, but it's just a random amount of much. Whoa, guess a nearby metaverse and grabbing Rusty Razor. Hey, buddy, new eyebrows just dropped. Shit, we're in the next metaverse. Oh, what?
Oh, that's so cute.
They're otters.
Otter Scott and Otter Polly.
Aww. Whoa. Adorable. We're Otter Scott. I can't trick in these physical conditions. Keep going deeper. Oh, God. I feel weird and squishy. I've been slacking at the gym without knowing it. This is the third dimension everyone keeps hyping up. I'm not a fan. Go deeper. They're claymation now. So it goes for countless metaverses. They get progressively weirder and weirder until you find yourself in a black void. Hello, is anybody there? Hey, someone says running up to you. Thank goodness I found someone else. I thought I was all alone in here. Where is everything? Are we still in the metaverse? Yep, I've been stuck here for, well, I don't even know how long. Time flows differently than metaverse. So since we're stuck in here together for all eternity, do you want to play some dominoes? No!
Oh, jeez.
Gotta get out of here. You're in too deep to find an easy exit. How you break free of the metaverse. Very unethical to get banned from all the metaverse. Something completely out of line, like a raunchy dance, or like a very raunchy dance. Keep escaping forward. Dig deeper in the metaverse, no matter what, until you somehow solve the situation. I think the top one will be stamina. So I'm going to go with that one. The bottom one, where we just keep going further. Fair enough. Looks like the only way out is through. Let's find the lab and keep going deeper. So you do. The next metaverse is made entirely of dominoes. The next is a dystopic wasteland devastated by the otter wars. And the next, the eyebrows by you. After hours of metaverse hopping, you take off your goggles and find yourself back in the lab you started in. Welcome back, test subjects, the scientists say. Here's the plus 2 money. Glad you didn't die. Was dying a possibility? Whatever. Let's just get out of here. I need a drink. Are we back, though? What is just another super realistic simulation? Saw tons of those on our way here. I don't know. I guess it could be a realistic simulation, and we'd have no way of knowing. So for our world could be... Our whole world could be a lie? What about our friends? We'll never know if they're our real pals or just advanced AI program to emulate something real. I don't think we should question it, but it's better this way. Let's go. We could all use a drink. Look at those silly video games carrying characters not losing their -2 mind. Wonder if their reality is all simulation. Don't worry, we can laugh at them because we know ours is the true reality. Or is it? Dun dun dun.
Normally drive, but I am no normal cat.
All right, so we're gonna go see the fortune teller or go to the charming village.
Oh God, these are not good choices.
I'm gonna go to the fortune teller.
Okay.
Is fortune telling real or is it all bogus? The only way to find out? The psychic who runs this caravan has a sign posted outside with the different services she offers. There are so many different ways to glimpse the future. What do you want to do? Palm reading, tarot reading, or a seance? We're totally going with a seance.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's money down.
That's money down. And that's soul
minus
down,
soul,
which we
minus
have only
money.
3 of.
Can't do any.
Well, I know we can't do any more minus soul. I guess I'll have to do money.
Okay.
Oh, that's money up though. That's money up.
Which we only
But
have
it might
6
do
money.
something. You decide to go with palm reading. It'll be almost like holding hands with someone you care about. It's one of the Covenant gals.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hope Halko's Tent of the Great Beyond. Are you here to get your palm read? Like, yep. It's always making decisions on the fly with... Wait a minute. Gotta get my Mexican accent. I'm always making decisions on the fly with no foresight or planning. It'd be nice to know what the future holds for us for a change. Okay, let's have a look at those palm lines. Oh. Wow. Well, Hope, what does it say? Shh. Quit talking. I'm reading the best part. The best part of what? My hand wrinkles? Oh, shit. I never saw that twist coming. I'm pretty sure the last thing you want to hear from your psychic is, I never saw that coming. Wow, okay, this is gold. Juan, I promise if you stick with me as your agent, there's a lot of money in your future. Before you know it, Hope has published a hardcover photo of your palm through a major psychic publishing house. It's a national bestseller. Juan's palm trends on Twitter for weeks. Your palm has millions of fans. A movie adaptation gets made. Michael Cera plays your hand. What the fuck?
Michael Cera, yes.
You're welcome for all the instant success, Juan. Now, per your contract, you owe your publisher, that's me, a sequel to your best-selling palm. Huh? How would I even do that? Both of my hands are identical. I've never even signed the contract. You remember your road trip contract, Boo? If any road trip participant writes a best-selling book or palm, the author owes all other travelers a cash cut and a sequel. Curses. Not reading the terms and conditions fucked you over again. How are you going to write a sequel that captivates palm readers everywhere? Look into the near infinite timelines in search of a different version of yourself who is an interesting palm to publish. Or the sequel of a person's life is their offspring's lives. Phase 1, get a baby. Phase 2, use their baby palm for a sequel. Phase 3, profit. Ka-ching.
Oh my god.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work.
Time is wibbly
Let's go
wobbly in this
time.
game.
Yeah, let's do wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Okay.
You want a glimpse into the multiverse? You need a
We
shit.
we should probably just go for hype, honestly. This is our
At
highest
this
one
point,
at
yeah.
this point.
You want a glimpse into the multiverse? You'll need a real witch's help with a spell that powerful. Lend me your 2 magic, Juan. You and Hope combine your magic and enter a multiverse of shenanigans. You first visit an alternate dimension where all positions of power are decided via televised cooking contests. Damn, Chef Juan's palm isn't anything special, and it smells like onions. Let's try somewhere else. Next, you check out an apocalyptic version of your world where Juan is the last survivor of a cataclysmic event. Holy shit, people, says Apocalypse AU1. I'm so happy you're here. I've been so maddeningly lonely. Yep, hi. Just let me get a good look at your hand. Dang. Even an apocalypse survivor, your palm is uninteresting. Let's keep searching. Wait. Please, don't leave me. There's a gourd uprising. Killed everyone. I knew. I'm so alone. Please.
Oh.
Nope. You're out of there. After several more hours of dimension hopping, you end up in a timeline where everyone is centaurs. This is great. Centaur Juan's hoofprint will make the perfect sequel. Centaurification is the erotica subgenre right now, and his hoof proves he fucks. good for Centaur 1, you guess, and good for you too because you make 2 money in royalties and your Palms sequel. Woohoo!
Nice. Well then, I will go to the car and make sure we don't lose, and you can go talk to Valerie at the gas, not the gas station, the bus station.
Ugh, so many choices.
Cautious planner. That's fine. I just don't know.
Hours of sleep.
Ooh, okay. So this is going to be a little rough. How this works is you get 3 choices, and what you're supposed to do is choose the one that seems the most, like, off, I guess. So,
Off? Really?
like the one, yeah, you want to choose the one that doesn't correlate to the character, which is weird, but the
Are
game.
you sure about that?
Yes, I am sure because I did this before. The game
Okay.
says like they'll give you a hint, and you
If
want to go
fuck up
for
my
the
date
thing.
with Valerie.
Yeah, like they'll talk about it, and they won't like give you like a hint or like outright. They'll just like give you a hint in what they talk about in this,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want to go for the choice that goes against it.
Okay.
I don't know exactly why, but that's how it was told to me, and that's how I did it for the others. Like I went for ones like there was like I had Damien. One of the choices was like stabbing stuff, so I was like, oh, it's gonna be that one, and then the game told me no, that isn't the right one. And it was
Okay,
the
well.
one that was like totally not Damien's thing, but that was the right one. So
My
good
future.
luck.
Ugh,
We're playing on normal too, so you can lose
What?
this. But if you're playing on easy, you can't lose these. But
nothing. It's
We're
just
not
my
on easy.
favorite topic. I don't have a plan for my future, really. And not having a plan doesn't exactly fly with my sister. You know, Vera. She
Yeah.
has plans on top of plans. She has 24 spreadsheets to manage her 100 different goals. She has everything planned. The house of her dreams, the job she wants to have, all the hobbies she wants to master. That's Vera for you. It's a trait I admire about her, but it's definitely not for me. I go with the flow, let life unravel by itself. And so every now and then, she asks what my plans are. She means well, and she's my favorite person on the planet, but she can be a bit suffocating. The thing is, we all look for meaning and for purpose. My sister has this very rigid notion of purpose and success. But purpose can take infinite forms at different paces for each person. It can even change over the course of your life. Yeah, you do too, and all that. Basically, I would still love to better understand myself and what my definition of purpose and success is. I'm in no hurry to find all that out, but I think it's good to always be in a state of curious wandering to avoid falling into total passive stasis. Question is, how do I start this search? Ironically, I feel a bit lost. Maybe you can help Valerie.
Fiction is a window of potential lives. Binge watch 100 TV shows to analyze which path works
Hey,
best
hey,
for
hey,
you.
hey, 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 buddy.
Sorry.
My turn,
Sorry.
buddy. Fiction is a window into potential lives. Binge watching 100 TV shows to analyze which part works best for you, from quirky lawyer to meth cook. Or, if you don't know what to do, a good solution is to start a family. When you lose all free time, only then will you realize what you wanted to do with your life. Or, strip yourself from all expectations, get a backpack, get lost in a faraway land where no one knows you. Become a blank slate in order to learn who you are. Well, if I'm to pick the opposite thing, it would be the have a family thing.
I guess, yeah. I still, I mean, yeah.
If what you say is true, that is the exact opposite of what Valerie would want.
That's what I remember the game telling me. So I hope it's the right one. Oh. Oh, okay. So it wasn't. That's fine.
That's not a bad idea. So what you said was not correct.
I guess. I don't know, but at least you didn't fail.
That's not a bad idea, Juan. Yeah, sometimes you lose perspective when you're looking for a problem from too close. It makes sense. Maybe changing my environment, I can breathe a bit and discover what I really want for myself. You could even go by a different name. What do you mean? Well, it's a little silly thing, but just imagine you're living somewhere else under an alias and just not being Valerie. You build this new persona that feels totally new and see where it leads you. Hey, I like it. Juan, you're on a streak of weird but actually good ideas. What did you have for breakfast today? Pancakes? It shows. Thanks. I think. It's a compliment, you clever doofus. Take it. Okay. We spend the rest of the night discussing where Valerie could go for a journey into a self-discovery and which alias she could use. Is Valerie more than a friend? I want to keep Valerie around.
Alright, so we have to get 25 of a stat and not die. Can we do that? So that we can win and you can have your date with Valerie.
Well, let's see. That's soul.
We could use soul
Ooh,
because
there's
we
some
don't
hype.
have. There's some hype. I mean,
That would be minus soul.
That's plus soul.
Minus.
Oh, the minus soul
No,
is
this
there.
is minus soul,
Yeah,
bud.
there is. The bottom one is plus soul.
Yeah.
Your choice. If you want to get more hype, that way we can get closer to our goal, or not die.
Well, I don't think we would lose 4 soul in one shebang. Usually it's no more than 2. That could be
What's
a-
week 4? Okay, I think week 4 we lose 3, but once week 5 hits, we start losing 4.
Okay,
and
then
gaining
after
4.
this week we can't do it. Okay.
Yep.
Well, even if we did this in week 5, it would be bad for us. But
Yes. Correct.
let's do this.
Okay. Spill this water. Oh.
Wow, there is nobody here. You've been wandering this village for a bit and haven't met another living soul? What could have happened to all the inhabitants? All their stuff is here. Well, you suppose the first order of business is to investigate what happened, go wild, or pillage what you can. Now, we're going to investigate what happened. The mystery is afoot. You and your friends begin searching the village for clues and run into your friend Joy.
Guys, what are you doing here?
Whoa, what are you guys doing here? I thought this place was abandoned. It is. That's why we're investigating what happened. Why don't we compare clues? I found some really compelling raw hide earlier before I ate it. No offense, but I'd rather work alone. Whatever took these villagers could be seriously evil. You guys should leave this to the world-saving professionals. Come on, we can figure this out together. I, for one, think everyone realized this village sucks and they all moved to Vegas. Sure, if you guys really want to help me, why don't you try solving this Rubik's Cube I found? It's a very important clue. Definitely.
Let's do it.
I'll solve it, Joy. I won't let you down. 20 minutes later. Well, I'm stumped. This would probably be easier if I wasn't colorblind. Oh, poor Scott. This is Bodhi, and Joy only gave us that clue to distract us from the real investigation. She doesn't think we're competent detectives. Then let's solve the case before she does. If we find the answer first, Joy will finally see how good and smart we are. Good call, Scotty. We'll be the regular Sherlock and Watson. I'm great at reading people's micro-expressions to deduce what they're thinking about.
Me.
Oh, do me. What do my micro-expressions say about what I'm thinking about? Milkbone? No, wait. You're thinking about sports. Final answer. Am I right? You're asking me? I don't know what I'm thinking about. That's why I needed you to. It doesn't take a detective to see that Polly and Scott are hopeless at this on their own. Luckily, you know exactly how to turn them into great investigators. Get fancy technology to enact the ultimate investigation technique, zoom and enhance. Or you need the acute perception of Sherlock Holmes, who could analyze a myriad of details just by looking at a crime scene. His secret? Doing lots of cocaine. Not wrong. Very accurate.
Yeah.
Ooh, cocaine or zoom and enhance? I think the cocaine might be a better idea.
Okay.
Perfect leap in logic. You and Polly do coke. It'll give you the hyperactive edge you need to notice all the details you wouldn't normally see. Ooh, okay, I'm ready to investigate. I'm like so ready. I can hear my fucking pulse. Wait, I don't even have one. This is so funny. Polly, look, there's a phone on the ground. Let's check the photos on it. Maybe your superpowered Sherlock brain will see a clue. The last photos on the phone are of a cloudy sky above the village. You see a weird electrical storm brewing in one of the pigs. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. This is so promising. Oh my god, my teeth are vibrating? Weird. Wait, forget the dumb photos. Look at this phone. Something's off about it. You're right, the case is cracked. Maybe that means there was foul play. No, forget the crack. Look at the ugly color scheme on this case. Mauve with olive green stripes? Gross. I could do so much better. Polly grabs some markers and starts drawing a better phone case. The vibrant colors, the amazing design, the break-dancing stick figures. Polly's a natural.
Yes.
You're right. I should totally design phone cases professionally. I'll make us millions in no time, and then we can use those millions to buy more cocaine. Of course. It's also obvious. You've been wasting time on prom or summer camp or road trips when the answer all along was building a phone case empire. Fuck yeah, let's do this, Juan. You know anything about designing a website or running an online marketplace? It can't be that hard. You excitedly Google.
Google.
How to design website. Or sorry, how to design website.
Zagan website.
Ready to build your fortunes. What's going on over here? I thought you guys left already. You underestimated us, Joy. But we proved you wrong. We're totally capable of being millionaire phone case designers. What? Woo! You definitely cracked the phone case. You lose 3 stamina being coked up and hyper, but you gain 3 mind.
Nice.
I just want to chill.
Now we have a stamina problem.
Yes, we do. Which is worrying. Let's go to the biker bar and try to get some hype.
Wait.
What?
There was
what?
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, hype. I forgot we were doing hype, not money.
Yeah, anything you have to worry about. Yeah, not stamina, Jesus. Breaking bottles, clinking shot glasses, revving motors, the crash of a window some dude just got thrown out of. Such are the dulcet melodies of a bona fide biker bar. This is your chance to embrace your inner badass. What do? Let's start a brawl. Oh god, this is probably going to be stamina, isn't it? Well, I hope I picked the one that isn't stamina. You sit at the bar next to 2 patrons arm wrestling. One of them wins, and the other breaks a stool over his head. They tackle each other to the ground. Yeah, fight, fight, fight! You watch those 2 balls of muscle roll around on the floor. Must we always resort to violence? I mean, you actually do resort to violence a lot, but you're not feeling it today. You're in more of a holier-than-thou pacifist mood right now. Instead of throwing punches, you decide to put on your own super cool badass face. It's more than enough to convince people not to mess with you. Bro, what's up to your face? Are you in pain? Are you trying to hold in the fart? No, I know that face. That's a fighting face. Brian wants to throw down. Hey, everyone, Brian wants to fight. Yeah, fight. It's like sports without boundaries. Can I be your cheerleader, Brian? Give me B-I-K-E-R. Brian's gonna break your arms. Hey, remember how you decided violence wasn't the answer? Well, it turns out peer pressure is always the answer. So you're fighting someone. There's gotta be at least one person in the bar whose ass you can kick. Who do you challenge? Barry Bob the buff butt-ass badass magician.
Oh, damn.
Or Nick Nagzaz, your worst nightmare, who happens to be made out of nightmares.
A buff magician or something made out of nightmares.
We probably lose magic if we go for him.
You want to date the nightmare guy?
He's pretty cool. I don't blame you. Let's go for the magician. You open the fight by inviting Barry Bob to pick a card from your deck. Barry draws the ace of clubs. You shuffle it back in. Now, is this your card? You swing a wooden club in Barry's face. Barry opens his sleeve and releases a beautiful white dove to take the hit instead. And he casts Slap-a-Kazam, a spell that allows him to slap you in the face with his wand. Ow. You cast a spell, expending 3 magic, yeah. You reach in your pocket and pull out a hanky, which is tied to another hanky, and another, so you have a hanky rope long enough to tie Barry up. And now, with the help of my lovely assistants, we will make you disappear. Wait, can you have teams in this fight? I thought it was a 1 versus 1 thing. Forget that shit. We're in magic fight territory, baby. There are no rules. Your friends help you roll Barry Bob out of the door. He lays a curse on all your future children as he bounces down the road. Everyone laughed at you for learning sleight of hand magic until you proved you could use it for violence. You gain +3 hype.
You ever seen a cat drive?
Whew. You actually can date. They're all conventionally hot and boring. Not all of them are boring. Damien is one that you can date in both 1 and 2, and yes, he does like stabbing a lot.
There's some hype.
That is
Hopefully.
that's loose hype.
Oh, plus mine. Sorry, I was looking
Excuse me.
money. Do we? Okay, let's take a look. Let's go to the carnival.
We can know we lose money, and we gain something else. That could be safe. But
Yeah, that sounds like a safe bet.
Okay. I say go for it. Starving.
I'm starving, bros.
Well, yeah, we are kind of out of stamina.
What's more fun than a carnival? There are games, rides, people in costume, and all of the junk food you could eat. Hey, CC, now we can get those clowns you wanted earlier.
No match for my
First order of business is, obviously, consuming
Wow,
a pile of
man.
cotton candy bigger than your head. Look at Juan in that leotard, man. Then, while you ride the resulting sugar rush, what do you do next? House of Mirrors, carnival games, or freak show?
So the House of Mirrors, anything could fucking happen. We don't know.
Carnival games might be hype.
Maybe, but we
What
could
does the
lose
symbol
another.
mean? Who knows what you'll find here?
Yeah, the top one is just completely random. We don't know. But the middle one could be hype, but we don't know that. And then the bottom one we know for sure will lose money but gain something else. Of course, that's the safe option. But if you really want to,
I don't think we're gonna get hype out of a freak show, though. But
maybe
then again,
not
I never
hype,
know
but-
how the events are gonna play out.
It's true. Maybe not hype, but we know we'll gain something, and we'll lose money, but we have 8 of, so we can lose a little bit of money.
You see a tent with a long line outside of it. Come one, come all, a carny beckons. Behold my finest freaks if you dare. What do you think, Polly? Should we dare?
Let's go, Sky.
I never chicken out of a dare. Let's do it. You pay 3 money for tickets, get in line to see the freaks, and inside you witness some mind-boggling individuals. Mr. Right to Bear Arms? Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's back! He's back! You didn't forget him, did you?
No, it's hilarious though that we get to see the
The bear with the gun.
illustrated man, literally.
Duh.
Portami furori di caso.
The hell?
It's Italian. I don't know what it means. The chaotic creature from beyond the believable boundary. Wait, that's just noodles. Tee.
Noodles.
You finally reach the end of the freak show. The tent splits off into 2 directions.
Tea
The choice of the final freak to see. Juan, it's your call. Which of these freaks do you think will be the freakiest freak to ever freak us out? The amazing man who's always nice on the internet, or the dog who thinks it knows programming? I know you want to date Dipper Noodles. It's okay, CC.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
I mean, we'll know we'll gain something. So, in reality, it doesn't matter. Just whichever one you want.
This anomalous wonder of the web, smiling, typing on his laptop. You're trying to tell me this guy has never been rude online? I call bullshit. Look, he's commenting on a YouTube video. I can't believe you gave Adult Regular Samurai Frogs the movie such a bad review. This film literally defined my childhood. But I respect your differing opinion and made some points that made me see Master Ribbiter in a new way. Nice. Oh my god. Now he's playing Federation of Fables online? This is where the real toxicity comes out, guarantee it. The man quietly plays a competitive match. His team is losing, but he's keeping his cool. Wow, not a single swear or accusation that his teammates are 12? He's good. He didn't even get mad when that other player told him to get wrecked, cunt rag. Wow. And squatted lots of times over his dead.
Whoa! I was zoning out a little bit. That brought me back. That's
Nor
a
did
good
he
insult.
respond when that guy gave very graphic details about exactly how he was going to have sex with his mother.
What the hell?
Yeah, I think I need a shower after that one.
Nice.
Best freak show ever. You give the amazing man, who's always nice on the internet,
Nice,
2 thumbs up, and you gain 3 soul from his positivity.
My turn again. Didn't get the rest.
We still need stamina, but you know.
All right, Brian, let's get that 3
Oh,
hype.
Oh my god, we need it. Okay, we
Is
brought
that-
the phone
what-
back to prison. We turned the key.
What is that though? What was that? Oh well, yeah, that's
The
just
down one is
choices.
down stamina, so I'm not choosing that one. Why is the car stopped? Driving, you pass a familiar computer boy. Hey, we know him. Hey, Calculaster, what you got there?
There's your calculator, CC.
Some kind of high-tech football? Hello, friend Scott. This is actually a device I invented to detect weak spots in the edges of our dimension where we might be able to cross into others. Friend Joya has alluded to me that there are other pocket dimensions clinging to the edges of our own, places which defy all science and logic. These realms are surely impossible, but if I found one, think of the strange plants that likely grow there. I could study them. Then today's your lucky day, Cal. We're following this map to a magical pocket dimension right now. Holy shit, what? Do you want to come with us, bro? You can do your science while going on an adventure. If you have a map to the dimension, I would be foolish not to accept your offer, but I must ask, will this be a safe adventure? Sure, totally. We've got Brian in charge of safety, and he knows all the safety rules of international travel, don't you, boo? Absolutely do not, but you better put Cal at ease by pretending you do. You decided to tell him, aka make up, #1 rule of interdimensional travel, which is, do not alter the course of that reality's timeline by introducing them to Shrek.
Oh.
Never ever fall in love. Shrek answer, yes and please. Oh, wait, really? I knew Shrek was one of the greatest films ever made, but is it that big of an interdimensional deal? Yes, Shrek plays a surprisingly large role in the course of history and societal norms. For example, did you know that our timeline wasn't even meant to have a Shrek franchise? What? No way! I can't imagine life without Shrek! And yet, such a life was almost our destiny until an international traveler brought a DVD copy of Shrek 2 into our realm. This threw the monster realm into a frenzy, and diehard Shrek fans worked tirelessly to reverse engineer what the original Shrek must have been about. At first, it was a beautiful collective effort to capture the magic of the original film, but the taste of success was addictive. The Shrek internet high mind became drunk with power and continued making Shrek sequels ad nauseum. To date, there are over 60 films in the Shrek cinematic universe,
Jesus.
with no signs of stopping. Some theorize that there is a limit to how many iterations of Shrek can exist in liminal space, meaning that with every mediocre Shrek sequel we create, we bring our world one step closer to total entropy and chaos. Shit, how do you know so much about this, Calculaster? I am inextricably connected to the internet at all times. I know more about Shrek than I ever wanted to know. He's got a little something on his face
the
there.
dick symbol on his screen.
Lose 3 hype. Oh, knowing you must withhold.
Oh.
But we get more mine. God damn it. We have to go another week then. Oh, fuck. Faces a very strange prison. I have no clue why you want to break into a prison as a fun road trip activity, but it's safe to say that this place isn't your typical penitentiary. Maybe the morbid curiosity is getting to you? In any case, what are you hoping to find inside this prison? Deadly games. You all go to the prison entrance to inquire about a tour, but the security guards just beat you until you're unconscious. Bummer. Ow, what happened? Got a bender and I forgot? Sweet, you guys are finally awake. Now we can solve this puzzle. What puzzle? Where are we, Dahlia? We're in the experimental prison where we... Bleh. We're in the experimental prison. We were all kidnapped and put in here as a metaphor for how selfish monsters are, or something dumb. Where's are like onions? They have layers. In order to escape, we need to solve this puzzle. There are 2 doors in this room. One leads to freedom, the other to certain death. There's a guy guarding each door. One guard always tells the truth, the other guard always lies. Excuse me. We only have one chance to ask a guard a question or pick the right door or we die. To solve this riddle, you can ask a guard which about the other guard would tell us to... Boring! Don't be a boring boob, Brian. Let's add some spice to the situation. It's not often we get the opportunity to ask someone anything our hearts desire. Literally always have the opportunity. Asking people stuff is free. Yeah, but now we got added stakes to the situation. And the stakes are meaningless to me because I'm already dead, so let's just have fun with it. Scott, Dahlia, and me aren't dead yet, and you'd really like to stay that way. I'd like to see them try to kill me. Worst case scenario, I just get another cool scar out of this. And my understanding of mortality is shit get best, so I'd rather do this Polly's way. Well, dang, peer pressure is your greatest weakness. Guess you can worry about not dying later. It's funny question time. Nice, let's fire the fire. If these guys wanted to mindfuck us with this riddle, let's ask them a mindfucky question to get back at them. Emotional warfare. Guard of left door. Is it true that you've developed secret feelings for guard of the right door? FOMO warfare. Guards, now that we're all good friends, I thought about renting quads for all of us. Want to join us for a day of thrill, fun, and quads? That's got to be stamina. So I'm not doing that one. We'll do emotional warfare. Oh, nasty. We're definitely going to lose 3 soul. Blech. For playing dirty, but fuck it, I want to see what they say. You stroll up to the first guard and ask me your question. Well, I don't know what you mean, he says, sweating. We're coworkers, and office romance is usually bad news, and fuck it, I can't tell a lie. It's true, I'm hopelessly in love with Guard plus the number 2. We guys have worked together, all the nice conversation, I couldn't help catching feelings, and we have so much in common. We both guard doors. We love me, Guard 2 gasped. Guard 1, I don't feel the same. What? How can you break his heart so casually, bro? Guard 1 looks like he might cry, but then he realizes, wait, you always lie, don't you? Does that mean you do feel the same? Guard 2 winks roguishly. I don't know, Guard 1. Why don't you come over here and find out? Holy shit! Holy shit, they're hardcore making out. This is the best! What a twist! I thought we were in Deadly Games genre scenario when it was actually a rom-com all along. With the guards distracted, you can easily check both doors. You find the right exit and leave unharmed. Happy we left safely, but even happier those guards found true love. True dat, Brian's a master riddle solver and matchmaker. Yep, you're the total package. You're also the proud owner of 3+ hype.
Well,
Fuck.
we broke even at least.
I guess, but oh god.
Nighttime.
You want to try trading? I guess since you're already with Valerie, you don't need to go to the bus stop.
I don't have to talk to her again?
No. Once you did the love one, then that's it. Do I try to go for risky? Or...
They have layers.
Risky could mean we die, but it could also mean that we don't have to do another round, another week of this.
It's up to you.
Are you okay? Are you willing to put this whole run?
Look. You have put your faith in me with some sketchy situations.
I
I
have.
think it's only fair.
I don't remember those. Okay.
You don't remember the sketchy situations.
No, but you're up first anyways.
Okay.
How's it going, Meat Jack? Welcome to my swap shop. See anything you like? I'd love to make a trade.
We got magic to trade, so I'm gonna use that. But
Is there
none of
any
these-
hype? Could any of these be hype? Because we need that.
This was probably stamina. This is mind. This might be soul.
Enchanted guitar that can only play Wonderwall. Hey, that was hype.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Oof.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
do
sure you
the
want that?
safe one, meaning we should hopefully only lose 1 hype.
Could I choose a different item if I don't want it? Nope. Bye. Why did you even
God.
ask, Noodle?
Oh, I wish I could regret. I cannot do this. I should have chose something else. Fuck. I don't know if we'll lose only 1 hype or if we'll lose more.
Just be cautious.
Cautious or risky? Fuck. All right.
Come on, Q. I want to go make out with Valerie. Hurry
I
up.
know you want to, but if I, you lose one of your 2 lowest stats. So it could be soul, and we could be fine, and then we get hype. But it could also be stamina, and we lose. So I don't know.
This is your choice.
Or if I'm cautious, we lose hype and we gain one of our lowest stats. But I don't know how much hype we lose. Because if we don't hit 25 now, we have to do a whole nother week.
And that could be dangerous.
That could be dangerous, and be dangerous now or later.
Your choice.
I mean, we do still have like a lot left in stream.
I don't know if we have. I mean, you got 30 minutes. But...
Hype, win even though you said you were going for a magic win. Yeah, you can still win even if you said you were going for a different win. Doesn't matter, you just won't get that special
the game
event.
just kind of sucked all the magic away from us, so
Yeah.
we decided to go hype.
Yeah. So maybe we could still win if I do this, but
Let's
we
find
won't
out.
lose.
Science.
Like we won't lose if I choose this.
Either way is science.
But we could lose this. I'll do cautious. We only lost 1. Okay.
Good shit.
So we win.
Bonus
Oh my god.
objectives.
Yeah, so the bonus one of them is if we have Damien with us. I don't know what the other one is, though.
Oh, theme park.
Yes, it is a knife theme park.
A
The road
knife
trip
theme
comes
park.
to an end. Knife Land, the land of
Knife
fun
Land.
and knives! You ride all the rides twice. They're all awesome and deadly in equal parts. There's the murder mansion with actual murder. There's not one, but 2 free falls. There's the pit full of spikes and the guillotine free fall, which let you keep a severed head
It's
as
like
a
a
silly
water
memento.
slide of razors, man. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love all of the detail in this picture.
There's so much good one. You want to go there? Okay, you could die very easily here. There's
Well,
also
yeah,
the-
Knife Land is a good place to die if you're not careful. So.
Yeah. There's also the blender, the pendulum, and the volcano. You're still unsure if the volcano was supposed to be a ride or if it's just a random volcano that happens to be there. So much fun, and you even managed to survive, which is a big plus. Knife Land forever. And that wasn't all. Before getting to Knife Land, you make a quick stop. There's this clause in the road trip contract that establishes a lame loser must be designated democratically by the group. This is very necessary because of reasons. You defend your case by reminding everyone how you've lifted the road trip morale with your hilarious knock-knock jokes. Everyone looks at each other uncomfortably in the most awkward of silences. Could it be that your knock-knock jokes weren't hilarious? No!
And outside.
My knock-knock jokes were enough.
I'm sorry your knock-knock jokes weren't enough, Q.
The fact that you end up with a dunce hat as punishment for being the lame loser speaks for itself. Knock knock. Who is there?
Bitch.
A loser.
Damn.
Wow.
Fucking brutal, man. Knife Land, yay! You have the best fucking time in this land of fun and knives. But just having fun isn't enough for you, no. You must conquer Knife Land. And how do you conquer a theme park? Easy, by taking the coolest picture on a ride. You choose to ride Slash and Splash. Oh no!
That's a good photo.
This isn't your smartest choice ever, and you're mildly scared of water. Or one. And highly scared of knives. The pick captures you being, well, a bit terrified by the prospect of getting stabbed by the many flying knives. But hey, bravery isn't about having fear, but facing your fears. Everyone who sees the pic assures you that you are such a brave cat.
Aww.
We're not swollen in this picture.
Yeah, that is really weird why I'm not swole.
You got so scared you lost all your
I
muscles.
got so scared I lost my soul. Valerie's gonna be sad.
Aw.
For the rest of the day, you receive head pats from friends and strangers alike.
Yay!
Yay, indeed.
Where's Valerie though? Oh. Did you not get to actually date Valerie? What? You should
You
have.
lied to me. I should have gone to the plus
You should have, yeah. What? Okay, well, I guess you just.
Son, I am disappointed.
I didn't lie to you. You should have. The game just took it away from
You told me to go trade for hype,
and you did.
and we
And we
got
won.
hype.
And because we
but
won,
I
and
didn't get
because
Valerie,
you, and because
because
you
you-
talked to, because you talked to Valerie, you should have gotten the Valerie ending, but you didn't for some reason, and I don't know why. I didn't make the game. I'm trying to follow its rules, and its rules are very, very finicky. So I don't know. I apologize. You have to talk to her at least 3 times, and he did that. But then he still didn't get the. I don't know. No, he talked to her. So
only talked to her
you have to pick.
twice?
Yeah, so you have to pick her up, which is technically once, and then you have to talk to her twice to get her to date you. But she didn't. I don't know why. So the pickup counts. I guess. Yeah. So then you have to go back to the bus station at least 2 more times to have that romance conversation. And because she's a hitchhiker, you should only have to do that once. For Scott and Polly, you have to do it twice. So I don't know. The game just said you didn't get with Valerie, or maybe you did, and it just showed you the other ending. I don't know. Anyways, though, and just like that, the road trip came to an end. It was full to the brim with danger, fun, and utter nonsense. It was everything we could have expected from a road from a trip with Polly and Scott, and then some. We not only survived the whole thing, but we conquered it and came out different people. It all turned out to be a pilgrimage into self-discovery, a rite of passage, a quest for growth, that is to say, a fucking good road trip. As we were heading back home, I thought about how all this was just one of the first steps, in a much bigger journey that was only just beginning. Yay!
These animations are really good.
Oh yeah. The animations for the ending too was pretty good. I should have turned on streamer safe one because this is a copyrighted song, but it's not
When
too
have
bad.
you not played copyrighted music?
Fair, and I haven't done that for the other ones too, so it's not a huge deal. But hey, we get to see these really good animations.
Such a cute Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching my own cut scene or my own ending right now.
Ah,
so.
okay. Damien punching the nightmare guy. Probably just everyone for a shadow guy that wasn't even in there. Hey, Liam. So yeah, when I say that these are much longer, that's about how long I mean.
This is about the same as a long play of like Monster Prom or Monster Camp.
Yeah, but this is the norm. Cow the hot dog truck. Aww, Vicky and Vera.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about with the cute Vicky.
The gift shop. The potato. The coach. Can you do coach again? Conga line.
Look, Polly just ditched us for Oz. It's okay. It's whatever. I mean, Red took off with Scott, so...
Aww. Maybe a good review. One isn't even in the ending. No. Sadly not. Aw, Oz and Zoe. The Naruto and Garfield. See you in Monster Prom 4. Which, yes, they are making. They have plans for, I believe, 3 more sequels after this one. Aww.
A lot of work and art goes into these games. It's surprising
So
how
much.
inexpensive
Yeah, I mean,
this entry is.
this game is only $10. It's like 11, I think, actually. $11.
Yeah, I bought it and everything for $20.
Yeah. $11. The DLC makes it like 20. And then the original games are on sale right now. So if anyone wants to get them, they're very cheap right now. Original, I think Monster Farm right now is $3, 3 USD. And then the DLC for it, which lets you date Zoe and Calculester, is another 3. And then Camp is like $7, I think. So all very good. Camp kind of has a lot of DLC though. I mean, you don't need it. It's just there if you want it. But I definitely do recommend those other games because we've also played them on stream and they're really good. And this one is very different but fun. What overall thoughts, Ken?
I did get to see one in the credits. I didn't get to date Valerie. 0 out of 10 uninstalling, putting in trash category.
Well,
No, kidding. It was actually very well done. It is very different. It sucks that I didn't get to finish off that event. But overall, it was pretty good. It's nice to see the same level of humor that they've had for all the previous games. The improved art, some nice new animations, just a different take on it is really kind of nice. It's refreshing.
Yeah. I agree. Because Monster Prime 1 and 2 are the same mechanically. Which is both good and bad, I suppose. Good because you know you're familiar. Bad because
I mean, the idea, the goal is the same in both of them, but mechanically they differ a little bit because of how some of the pathings, mechanics, the sitting around the campfire stuff. You know, there's the drinks, so there are some additions. It's not exactly the same as Monster Prom, but it is the same idea.
right. But I definitely do say that all of these games are good. So they're very, if you like the kind of humor of the games. I know some people definitely won't, but that's okay. Yeah. We definitely don't have time to do another run, because that one was like 2 hours.
2.5.
We started
Well,
at
2
about,
hours, yeah.
Yeah, we started about like 30 minutes in. So yeah, about 2 hours was that run. Death percent speed run? Okay, we could do that.
It's probably quicker for you to do that solo.
Okay.
I will watch.
Okay.
Because if you have 2 players playing, it's going to take you even longer.
Okay. I'll do a speed run trying to die as fast as I can. We have to choose hard mode then. Okay, wait, I gotta get a timer. I know I think I downloaded one. Didn't I? Is this it? Or is this something else? I forget what this is. No, that's not it. I remember like downloading like the timer that everyone else used, but I don't remember what it was called. Live split. There it is. All right, where is it? Come on. I don't know how to get it to display. Oh, there it goes.
You can't just add, I was going to say, you can't just add it as an element onto the stream.
It took a little bit. Now there's 2 of them. Oh god.
I can't believe you've done this.
I made 2 of them. It's okay. I don't even know how to make them start. Oh god.
I don't see them on the stream.
No, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
Cause I've never done this before. But I can probably figure it out. Okay, live split. There we go, it's in the corner. I don't know how to make it start.
Not a command you have to type in or something.
There's like
somewhere?
no instructions with this.
What's the name of it?
Live split. Split key 1. Oh, okay. Numpad 1 apparently is the default. That did nothing. This is the one that like most
just
people
test
use.
it out then. Hit numpad 1,
I did.
start, stop, and reset.
I tried. None of the numpad buttons work. Thank you. Very helpful. Why would they not make like a UI? Just hit the start button. There is no start button. Oh wait, I have to right click on the window. Control, start. There we go. Okay. All right. We're gonna choose. We have to choose. We have to choose one. Okay. 1. All right. Yeah, that one. I don't know. I think I chose the other one. Okay. All right. Death percent. All right. We're on hardest. So which one of these? Okay. We're gonna go for stamina. Stamina is probably actually really easy to lose. Yeah. Already lost some stamina. The path to enlightenment. Sure. All right. We got 3 mind. Okay.
And you lost 3 stamina.
Okay. There's no one that's stamina. Okay, so we're just gonna go to the rodeo. Oops. That. Okay. Yeah. Who cares? No one cares. All right. We'll go to the rodeo and we'll try to do some bucking bulls.
All right, and then we just gotta do the really hardest one. Hi there, buddy. How you doing? Magic down. Okay. There we go. Stamina down. Okay, we're already at 3 stamina. Okay, we can do this. All right. Farm. Let's go to the farm because there's probably a lot of stuff that goes on the farm. All right. Blah 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 blah. Oh, look at one. It's so cute. The crows again. All right. Who are they? That's super adorable. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're gonna. Okay, we lost some hype and money, but we got 1 mine. Okay, that's all right. That's not really what I wanted. I wanted to lose some stamina, but that's okay. Is there any stamina loss here? No, there's no stamina loss here. Okay, so we're gonna go for this one up top here. Cute pumpkin lady. I really wanted to know who they were, but I guess we don't have the time. Watch the show. All right. Watching the show could be probably very damning. I don't know. Let's just choose that one. Money down. Okay. Well, we lost some money. That's okay, because we could lose some money next time. Doesn't really matter where we go. All right. So the fastest one is probably the info board because literally all it does is just choose a destination. I don't care. Yeah. Does any of these lose? None of them are gonna lose money or stamina. Okay. We'll go to the mall then. It doesn't really matter. All right. Professional speedrun here, of course. All right.
Cats can't normally drive, but I am no normal cat.
Yes, of course. We know that. All right. Blah blah blah. We go to the arcade. All right. Oh, we got this guy. Remember him? Let's go to the thrust your senses. That's gotta be stamina. That's gotta be stamina. Come on. Yes. Yes. Woo! Time. Control. Pause. There you go. Time. 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Run out of food and starve. On the bright side, centuries later, archaeologists find your skeleton and put it in a museum, but they decide to name your species Monstro Unfuckabilis. Well, you can't choose how you get remembered. Woo! 2 minutes and 33 seconds. That's how fast you can die. I didn't even get any
stuff. The Speed Demos archive.
Yeah, sure. Excuse me. I could probably go faster. Could probably go faster.
I don't know if that's something you should be saying to women.
Well, it's not, you know. Good night. All right. I'll try one more time to go faster. All right. Does it count from like when I choose like one player, I guess? Or does it count whenever I start the game actually?
I think it's from when you actually start.
Okay. So we'll do this. Do hard again. Okay. Who should I pick this time?
Let's go with the sausage.
Okay. Alright, if I beat the course. Alright. And skip. Alright.
Start.
And start. Okay. Alright. If any of these, okay, I don't know. That's fine. We're gonna lose one out here, it doesn't really matter. Let's go collect seashells. You can see these guys again. Make a pact to grab your first child. Sure, okay, so we lost Soul. Okay. That one can be kind of easy to lose. Okay, there we go, Soul. Okay, we can we know we can lose Soul here. Spook people, yeah. Hey, the ghosts! We know these from the first game. Sure, it doesn't really matter what we gain. Okay, now we just need to lose Soul again. Come on, lose Soul. Yay! Fuck, go fast. Visit the saloon.
Go team!
It doesn't matter.
I got it.
Hey, there we go. Alright, time. Pause. Okay, 1 minute 2 seconds. This is more like a minute, but you lose the last shred of your soul and can't finish the road trip. You live by the doctrine to be your worst self to the bitter end. Too bad you didn't realize that phrase has a lesser known second part. Be your worst self and suffer the consequences of your actions. Well. Yay. I don't know. That is the. I mean, I don't know if you could really get much faster. That was really, really lucky. Well, that's probably good in all honesty. I guess that'll be it for stream today. Well, thank you very much, Kendros, for joining me and paying $11 or however much, $20, yeah. Thank you very much for doing that for stream. I mean, you're probably gonna do it anyways. But yeah, it's okay. It doesn't really matter. All right. Well, Monday I will be playing more Half-Life Alyx. Same with Wednesday. If I don't finish it Monday, but I probably should, and if I finish it Monday, Wednesday, we will be doing some game that I already forgot I wanted to do because I can't ever really remember what ones I want to do. I think it was another kind of scary game, but I can't remember what. It was like Pony Island I was thinking of. So maybe that. We'll see. Probably that. Probably Pony Island, actually. If I finish Half-Life Alyx Monday, which I should. And then we'll do that Wednesday, and then Friday more art, Saturday more Jackbox. Hopefully, maybe we'll see. If not, we'll do Road Trip again because it was fun, right?
Right.
Right. So, that'll be it for tonight.
Make it disappear.
Thank you, everyone. And Kendros, can you say goodbye as coach?
Oh, goodbye, everybody. It's been very nice seeing you here. I had the potato chips. They're tasty and safe.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.